you know? How will you know?
They say somebody.
How will you know?
The person who
you know the identity of the somebody.
I don't know the somebody.
These are party people, and I'm telling you that they are MPP people. And you are saying,
I do not
so
have
say
that
you don't know.
What I know is what I'm telling you.
Say you don't know.
So
you see, this is what you get when you have rabid MPP foot soldiers managing the IT system of the EC. Let me tell you something. We talk about the IT system being audited for us to know the protocols for entry, who has entered and at what time did they enter, and did they have authorization to enter, and what did they do when they entered, to diagnose a problem and to come up with practicable solutions to prevent what has happened. This man is saying no. And you see, he's even defending government. It's not government. Let me tell you why. Do you know who is running the IT system of the EC? A man called Dr. Ofori. Dr. Ofori is a former MPP Tescon patron. Who is the one supporting him? Yakwache. Who is Yakwache? The son of Amfo Kwache, Akufo-Addo's former personal assistant. Why is this man the director? Why is this man? Hold on. Why is this man, Mr. Banubio, the director for electoral services? Do you know where he was working? He's been a long-standing regional EC director in Ashanti region. 2024 election is coming. They bring him from Ashanti region. He's now director for electoral services. Why won't you have them defending these things?
Yes, absolutely.
So, again, you see, hold on. Honorable Yabuabia, someone made a very important point. Listen to me. I'm coming.
It's so bad. You are being petty. It's so bad.
We are not being petty here. You have bastardized the Electoral Commission by appointing people like me. Can Sami Jenfi, if Sami Jenfi, your mama makes me an EC commissioner, is that pettiness? You made Apiaje a known MPP communicator who I was debating on radio in Sunyane, an MPP Tescom patron. You made him an EC commissioner. You've taken You've taken another MPP Tescom person. You've given him your IT system to run. We are raising that, and you are saying this pettiness. Are you serious? Are you serious? You think we don't know the things you did in Ashanti region when you were there? Hold on. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let me stay on issue. Yabuabia made a very important issue about the fact that the figures involved. Let's continue.
That is your
progress from there. The point is made. Let me make progress.
Because you cannot sit down here for them to just feel lies.
Have you admitted Pusiga? How did an electoral officer sit in the confines of we detected Pusiga? If you claim that you are doing your own investigation, why didn't you detect Pusiga?
Exactly.
Because you are part of it. You did it. Look, and he has sat here and lied that it happened in only Pusiga. I've demonstrated to you as soon as South, your reporters can check. Ofori Chrome, they did illegal transfers. I have the data. You can go and check from across the country. But hold on, listen. Imagine that they are able to illegally.
That's disinformation.
Hold on. Please, I didn't ask you.
He's talking.
Hold on. Imagine that they are able. You see, they have over 40,000 police stations in Ghana. Just take half. That's 20,000. If they succeed with this illegal transfers they are doing on the quiet that people are not paying attention to, and they disenfranchise only 10 voters per polling station, that is 200,000 votes.
Absolutely.
In 2008, the margin between Akufo-Addo and Atamos for the first round was 40,000. You understand? And we know what they are doing behind the scenes. They have profiled 18,000 polling stations that they are doing these things at. What we are saying is that, look, there is no time for you to say, bring us the evidence of the manipulation we have done, which you have found, and then we will go and sit in our own offices and come and tell you after some weeks at the 11th hour that we have corrected those errors and give you that corrected register at a time where it will be impossible for you to probe the register and even get any remedy should there be problems in that register. So right now, you say you are interested in correcting errors. Sit with our experts, bring experts of the other political parties, your so-called MPP foot soldiers who you have turned into ICT consultants, bring all of them. Let's project it on the screen. Let us audit the register. More importantly, audit the IT system. That is even more important than the register. Because we have to make it impossible for people who don't have the right authorization to enter the database. As we speak, according to him, anybody can enter. You sit here, Director for Electoral Services. You are paid with our taxes. Hold on. You sit here and you say that as at the time we went to do transfer you did not have a livelihood, a liveliness test system in place. And you want us to trust you. You, assuming that this was even an act of inadvertence, which I don't believe it is. I believe that this is a deliberate criminal act. Absolutely. But assuming without admitting that it is even an act of inadvertence, it means that you are hopelessly incompetent that today you should resign.
Okay.
To do voter transfer without the basic system that will allow you to check that the transfer is being done. Basic system. Lastly, this is what I'm saying. The last lie. Hold on. It's okay. Look, he has lied again that in the case of Justice Crab, they didn't do an audit. Senior, listen. What was the main issue the MPP raised that led to that investigation or the constitution of that committee? It was about an allegation that there were close to 80,000 Togolese on our register. How could the CRAB committee have investigated that without an audit?
I told you so. Disinformation.
So you are lying on this platform again that there was no audit. They did an audit and they came to the conclusion that it was a lie. There was no such people, Togolese, on the register. So please,
the registers,
these are serious matters. And I've heard what I'm trying to tell you
registers were
is that
not audited.
on Tuesday, all lovers of democracy, including my senior brother who is a good friend of G Mensa, who is not listening to his advice, Professor Jampo, Boabia Samwa from the Butterflies Party, Martin Pebu, even this my objective brother from the MPP, who at some point I was wondering whether he's because he is more MPP than you, right? The Banubi is more MPP than you. All of us, all Ghanaians who want free and fair elections, we are converging in all the 16 regional capitals. We are engaging in a peaceful protest. We are demanding for an audit of the register and its IT system. Simple. If you have nothing to hide on your comfort, near Pamo, you don't run.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us. We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us. We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us. We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland Ghana. And it enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore. We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland, Ghana. And it enjoins us to resist oppressors rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity. With our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
Sama paya tabu makana Zuwaya mbala jimalana Haruna Idrisu Manza nawum Manza yirwa damadu damya Zuwa parga duwa pana Jangan yel karmal mamamachi Gana na chimba na pasara ta pabukura na chimbukura bila kumda yelim lankani kom kutoda wisha kutoda sami amalwolo amakana na mayirna na gomlanti bichalla tomi kalawri nyanga mana kutoda zan kutoda yelon kutoda kom tatai sami amalwolo jo mama tutu makana ngoto fatibai kom kutoda mana kutoda yelon kutoda jo makana tutu makana
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:53 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:53 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative, most listened to platform on the planet right now. We are streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. You can watch us live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV this evening. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Also live on YouTube tonight. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We're also live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We are streaming live tonight on With Audio Respect page on Facebook. With Audio Respect page on Facebook. Radio is also live. You can listen to this show live on radio. If you're an Android holder, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Our affiliates tonight are cross-posting tonight's show. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Me and I made Jumade with Cham and meeting Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Nina Efa a year NDC for demonstration. Sebio Omo Aka in some ABB in some so Echra Ghana for you. I was set in Yina Yakan Hubum na a year Ochina the 17th of September 2024. No. Every regional office of the Electoral Commission was set Ghana for a Tushaho na Sebio peacefully and Yantokum Yama Ewiasi who said J Mensa on the bossman Asarin Nanado Danku for the Baum Yamu Peso Omuria Abanim. Yapese Sebio is the being kratem na Ghana for Yina King kind womb near a dear Sebio a womb dear Sebio ya yin dear film and the yin film any easy for computers or mission office or no Yapese ye share the air costo deeper out than Saka and the orphan and Sanka here it be any part in Saka or to me so than Saka ebi anyo be akoma ani say kum we any adem you know MDC for any Ghana for nyina ebusa adentina EC eye oban adwuma anase office ne ye nyina ye dia na ye ni hu tumi say ye bebuso mo nsem ema sibio omubu nkunta kire ochina demonstration no bigger than anything else. In fact, we 1957 declaration if you are or demonstration the biggest in the history of the Republic of Ghana. And your NDC in quantity demonstration where you enemy your democracy. Kebimami kebia you bet to me amane gina tin and as a ejina painting ama Ghana yem chiba omobano so enya baby ejina. So it's all about protecting our democracy, governing this country in the right way. In the end, you know a demonstration eba so chenchirincha ebesi ochina and no ho asem na and then you be yebeka Ghana for be free yebe say din komo in sembia etwem efa registration ho nipa bi nsem omokaye and in sama and omoka hypocrisy anase omoni da ho and ompese omose Ghana no and yebedi nkomo intanyubre sa ohwem ya fra wonu na wonu aso fredi ni Kevin Taylor and the Ghost team are back to make sure the facts are put out. If you're watching me tonight, it's all got to do with the Electoral Commission, the NDC and Ghanaians. They have elected the Electoral Commission that they will be demonstrating in all the 16 regional capitals and also going to the Electoral Commission offices, their district offices. And the issue is simple. People of Ghana are asking the Electoral Commission to open their register for us through the NDC to look into the register to at least know the legitimate people who have the right to vote and those who don't have the right to vote. And also the Electoral Commission's computer system, their data system, we just want a thorough auditing or thorough forensic audit on the Electoral Commission system. These are the two things the biggest opposition party in Ghana are asking for. Is it so difficult? No. Every single Ghanaian tomorrow should be part of this demonstration. Every single Ghanaian who thinks about the democracy of this nation, who wants to sustain the democracy of this nation, should be part of this demonstration. It's happening in the 16 regions, every regional capital, and the march is straight to the Electoral Commission head office in every single region. It's very important you join this march because it will help us as a nation conduct one of the best elections we've ever had in our history, and also to make sure the Electoral Commission at the end of the day does its job the way it's supposed to be done. We all know what the Electoral Commission did in 2020. They actually skewed the elections, they rigged the elections, they did everything possible to make this tortoise and this bunch of idiots remain in power. We are not supposed to allow a few people who think that we have given them power to take that power from us. And I mean the democracy we have enjoyed as Ghanaians. Tonight, we will be taking our time to break these things down, show past videos, calculations, things people said before, and now what they are saying. We want people to understand the kind of people we live with. Some politicians, some hypocritical human beings living amongst us. It's all got to do with Ghana. It's all got to do with making sure our democracy is intact. So tonight, it's going to be one of the best shows ever in the history of the Republic of Ghana. I'll give you the opportunity to also call and tell us if you are joining this demonstration and why. What is motivating you? Why you want to occupy the Electoral Commission district office or regional office in your respective regions. So tonight, I'm back. The team is back. The production team are solid. we are still solid. No matter whatever comes through, come our way, we will remain resolute. And that is our hallmark: credibility and steadfastness. We have been there. We will be there. We will make sure you and I, the reasonable, intelligent, honest Ghanaians will bring the NDC back to power. And it's our responsibility now. We are fighting a political party that does not believe in democracy. We have to make sure our democracy is sustained. So tonight, we'll be doing another Ghana's job. And if you're here tonight with me, I'd like to say thank you very much for tuning in. YouTube, we are doing 690 likes. It's not enough. I'm going to take a break until we get 1,000 likes on YouTube. We are not going to start tonight's show. Also on Facebook, I don't know how many. Mr. S, Mr. P, be my eye on Facebook. I don't know how many shares we have on Facebook tonight. So if you're watching on YouTube, it's better that you like the show. We need 1,200 likes to start tonight's show. 1,200 likes on Facebook. We need 700 shares to start tonight's show. So I'm going to take a break. I'm seeing only on YouTube. I'm seeing only 752 likes. Not enough. It's way below the numbers we always start with. So we are not going to start the show now. On Facebook, Mr. P, Mr. S, how many are we doing? I'm blind on Facebook tonight. Mr. P, Mr. S, I'm blind on Facebook. Can you help me get the exact number or exact shares on Facebook? So we are back again. Remember, we are going to be talking about Ghana and making sure the facts prevail. I'll be right back after this short break. Let's keep liking the show on YouTube. Tell a brother, tell a sister to like the show on YouTube. We need 1,200 likes before we can start tonight's show. And also on Facebook, we need 700 shares, close to 1,000 before we can start tonight's show. You're still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Taylor.
Ghana must work more efficiently.
John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour economy.
You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. Vote for J&J, John Mahama and Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman for prosperity, for development, for boost in our economy. It's very, very important you understand these things. We have lived with the government for 8 years. All that we can hear from them is fooling. We have had a vice president who touted himself as the best economic whiz kid in West Africa, around the world. Today, he has refused to speak on the dollar. Today, we have the dollar rallying around 17.3. This vice president is still roaming around Ghana, exhibiting the highest level of foolishness. He's not addressing the main issues the people are expecting me to address. He's basically fooling himself around. We need serious people to take care of this country. We need serious people who understand the economy, who understand the plight of Ghanaians, who understand why democracy needs to be sustained. We don't need idiots who think they are entitled. You can see Bawumia and his vice or running mate. You could see these two idiots don't even understand what they are doing. We cannot make the same mistake we made in 2016. 2020, they rigged, they killed. 2024, we need to take over this country and make sure the right thing is done. We are the people and we have the power. These group of criminals, idiots thinking they are entitled to power, we should come together as a people, as one unit to fight this criminal government. The tortoise calling himself the president is stupid, he's ignorant, he has no certification, he has lost touch with the people. He came to steal with his family, he came to disrespect and to kill. The vice president who has worked with him closely, taking the decisions that has landed us in this wrong system, also wants to take over and feed his little piglets something from what his boss actually left behind. We are not supposed to allow these group of criminals. Mahamudu Bawumia is a criminal, and don't forget he's also a liar. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is an idiot, and don't forget he's dumb. These are people we cannot hand over our future to. We need steady hands. We need professionals. We need people with experience. We need people who have never lied to the people. We need people who have integrity to protect. And that is John Mahama and Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman. In Enyumbre, it's all got to do with Ghana. We are going to make sure the right thing is done. You might not like me. I don't care. You might not like me. I don't care. You might hate me. I don't care. The reasonable, rational Ghanaians are listening and they'll make the right decision come December 7th. So it's not about you not liking me or you not watching me. At the end of the day, you're not the only person on earth. You can choose some other channel to go watch. I don't give a heck about it. But my job here tonight is to make sure the Ghanaian gets to know the truth in a hard way. I'm not here to impress any idiot. I'm not here to impress you. And you are also not here to impress me. So if you think my platform is too hot, too strong, do not watch the show. And this is a disclaimer I'm putting out. Those people who think that their training, their education, whatever they have learned on this planet makes them different, special, intelligent, honest, and credible. And if you feel that my platform is a platform where the language is too strong, with all due respect, leave my platform. I do not beg you to come watch me. If you think what the NPP is doing is good for you, go ahead and vote for the NPP. I'm not going to plead with you. I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to sit here and make you feel special. I'm telling you the truth. If you are still going to be foolish to vote for these criminals, it is your problem. If you think what they have done for you for the past 8 years has basically improved your life, go out there and vote for them. There are people here who want to hear the truth to shape in their decision. And that is what we are doing here. So please, or SSR or class of Frantuma, and I'll be to my cotton. Aha, it's not about age. Aha, it's not about where you are from. It's not about your tribe. It's not about your religion. It's not about your educational background. It's not about how handsome or ugly you are. Aha, it's about the fact. With Jimmy Ebekachero, Unim Yansaswa, Ebekachero. So please, if you can't take this, just leave my platform. We have done 1.2k likes on YouTube. Thank you very much, YouTube, for making the number. On Facebook, Mr. S, how many are we doing? If Facebook does not jump to 700, we cannot start the show. I'm being honest here. So Facebook can do 700 shares, we are not going to start the show. Guys, it's about time. We do a lot of things before we sit here or we come to sit here. It is not a joke. This is not some foolish person sitting somewhere about 2 hours, be a Facebook. It's a whole production. People are paid to work with me. When I sit here, Binji Usika. So all the time I tell you, so is disrespect to me. Walk out. There's no need for you to be here. You cannot just come watch my show and walk away. I want to send the message across. I want the world to know what Ghana is going through. Your job, this is supposed to be collaborative. You are supposed to meet me halfway. Your job is just to share. That's it. I don't need shit from you. I just need you to share the show. And it's all to me, at the end of the day, just go somewhere else you think you can watch and share. That is it. Besides, how many shares do we have on Facebook? 445. I'll be right back after this short break. Facebook, Edru 700. I will start the show. Thank you very much for staying. We are doing 1.4K, 1,400 likes on YouTube. Thank you very much, YouTube. On Facebook, we are doing almost 800 shares. Very, very important. This is the base number. Nancy, a statistic now, your base number of shares. Oh, YouTube, 1.4K. We have been on air for 42 minutes. We are doing 3,493 eyeballs right now on YouTube. On Facebook, we are doing almost 800 shares. That should be our base number. So whenever we start a show and we are not at 1.4, you need to understand the show is not going to officially start. It's very, very important. So Facebook, in the next 10 minutes, I'll check on Facebook. We need to cross 1,000 shares. We are in election year. The news needs to get out there. People need to hear what we are talking about here. It's not about you coming here and enjoying the show. The reason why I'm here, and because say me kasa kire wo nkwa, me kasa kire na also send the message, because I want to be ko baby ano. Anything abrofo ye bibi a friend share and I like. Send a bear obi baby na se ono so pe asempetie e dey take a decision ono so be den and so e beti message the more you like and share, that's how the message goes far. And then NPP form pe and then Baumia and any team pe. So it is just up to you to make sure say the message gets to the last person. Would you also say the production going on in Bibiano, don't worry yourself about the production. The information there, we will put our lives on the line and get you the information. With Juma Yabakupe, just like or share. That's it. Do not worry yourself. Oh, sorry, Anopa, Uhe TV, Utie Radio. Do not worry yourself. Omuchatrona, just watch them. All that you need to do is wait your bar on Inkoto show. Oko Inkoto show this one, like the show. Oko Free Mind show this one, share the show, like the show. Make sure say sa shows now TV, we now what Facebook and YouTube. You like them, you share them. That is the only way the message can go. With Jumano, that is your production. I need you to also help with the production. Do not worry yourself too much about Kevin telling you to go and do this assignment here. What production job also you understand? When the show is live, you like or you share. That's it. Don't worry yourself. Don't stress yourself. You like and you share and you sit back. Like, share, sit back. And one LFS and one also and one say what like it LS like, share, sit. And so LSS, you just like, share, and sit. Finished. Man, how too much. The rest of the job, not me. That's the most important thing. Mr. S, I got something from okay, Mr. S. Spider says he's going to activate it right now. So don't do too much. Don't do too much. Right now, YouTube, we are doing 1,500 likes. That's how it's supposed to be. On Facebook, I don't know how many we are doing, but I know Facebook is going to push up, and we are going to get to 1,000 before we start the show. Now, time will come. When we start the show, fast. It's got to do with a demonstration at Ebaso Ochinano. Ghana for demonstration way, a Momo demonstration. Facebook has done 908 shares. Thank you very much, Facebook. Also, Ghana Nibia TSC demonstration way, I was say the biggest in the history of the Republic of Ghana. Nana the Dankwe Kufuor ni Jemen Samone MPP for who Ghana for say ye Jimmy. And intina I am so happy say Ghana for will prove to them. But ye drew a bedi san komono inti moma yen starting free tree na yen kai ho na yen fa nwom ntutu ye wi a na ya bad demonstration so no me be phone lines no na obi ati ase say ochina no Loud Silence TV will be live. We'll be picking the feed from Accra. We'll be picking the feed too from other regions. Into Loud Silence TV, or channel B or Loud Silence TV, because we'll be switching between channels. Into Accra, the Western region, the Eastern region. We'll be showing you what is happening. And those who want to stream live, just be streaming live. We will make sure say every platform here is solid piano. We will make sure say we'll be crossing over to different TV channels and also affiliates. Into our channel, you'll be seeing around the nation, the echo into one we Loud Silence TV. Be watching. We also be live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook, also on YouTube, and so with all due respect page on Facebook. It's our channel. Radio so will be live. Radio will be picking Accra the feed from radio. Statement or you hear it on radio. It's very, very important. Say demonstration way now. What's going on? Edian Ekoso Ghana Min TV AC Konkonse bi wana to konkonse ni ho. Konkonse ni o me start show no. Konkonsa ho dia mama me 1 minute. Konkonsa na edian. Girls no be okay. Ex-Girlfriends Association mun nyina mo intact. Thank you very much. Mo chairman afreme and the friend catch them, so all of you are fine. And this year you are putting something together to send to me. I really appreciate Matumasi. Kevin Taylor Ex-Girlfriends Association person package kakra bremi be December into almost send a information almost president send ye almost president no ote in Germany Germany no oni ni kunu sofu bi na ti ono na president no into ono mu nyina edidi nkomo ogigigi bibia aba into ex-girlfriends association Kevin Taylor nkwan na ex-girlfriends association almost December there almost titi omunsem kakra omukunu sika no be yibi na munyi mukunu sika mko yi sika almost omukunu num sika na ededa ho no check ni ade a yenim no omo be yi sika ni bi. Mr. Yankee, where did you get this from? Yankee, let me see the source, please. Let me see the source. Inti simple. Inti Kevin Taylor ex-girlfriends for you answer omo jeje omo we omo kunu sika na dia breme. Sem omo my client. Omo nyina am apprentice. Omo ye adwuma omo fa mi mu ena omo pie ye. Mensa no adwuma na amanfo aware. Amanfo atete omo ne omo tie bia wo amomo. Inti omo so ne nkwara no a omo su adwuma omo nsem no omo nyina wo ho omo gitum. Inti ex-girlfriends association for December there omo bedi omo nsem kakra na omo agege sika kese podio. Omo bedi sika podio. Sika mo beji na omo se do so chen sika na agege e dia kwa konfo no chi. Mame no musu ongu so never start. Me di matam. Mame no musu ansa na ade na ba. Yes, sika na mo bejeje no saa sika le sika pudio edos chen de yakwajeje no konfo no che ye jeje no kumasi yakosi konfo no che no sika pudio no ai inti ex-girlfriends for some bejeje sika inti mo bia bumfu ai sika na mo so bejeje na ebe kesi a chen de ye jeje no kumasi de yakwa konfo no che no but omo de omo see inflation any depreciation enka no so omo gina $20,000 a $20,000 hwe nka no omo tam de deche no mo de abreme. Inti the agent kumasi kwa konfo no chi ndie yesi eye depreciation aka na inti sika no na ye pudio tisi aye sika podia eso ate sika na fon meme de ne de omo se omo gigi a bibi beduru bia depreciation ka no inti sika pudio a ema ne de breme inti de beba gina so che ne ye kwa konfo no chi na konfo no chi renovation akosi sen na nse ne yesi depreciation inti ye ntumi nya hu bibia It is as kana ya jiji no. It's okay. First one ya jiji na wen. Ani ne got tiles no. Ani ne got tiles wo take no. Inti ane de aba. Inti aka de aba jiji asoso nanka ya de aba ya na kofa cement. Na ya sa jiji kakra de afa mason. Ne ajiji kakra de da to ankure. Ene de aba jiji ache because first one ya jiji nye na got tiles abegu fie. How you revise better cement tiles so more special cement to who set tiles near the bobo for no child and your tiles and your cement keku your special cement for tiles in just ya besa beji kakra na ye de akwa ekoto cement near the aba ye wi na agiji kakra shovel and that's a sophie near the akoto sophie ye wi na agiji kakra koto ankure na de nsuo begum because mason for ye dwuma ye wi ade bi de mix concrete no yasa enti ye beto to ache and renovation be che Hey, revision of a all right, be chill, be a champion for more Ghana. Say you penny for Moncano Cranny or Moncano Cre, more Moncano Cra, magic politician for Sika, Mode, Aji Ademudia, Moncano Cre. So we are here, Kunya to so Enku, we are so for so Onyakupon, Emma Nesro, Adia above for Enku, and I do get it out to me and sorry. Say, Sebio, we are Pegini or Ghana. Now we near Sinan said the question yet, now what it is so, a old day, or Beso Mecano Cra, or Chedian Pocame, and Tom Quanda Sonian Queen. Oh, yeah, a Pegini, I would die a group, and not to say a glow. I wouldn't say the question ya, and baby now bompire. Etia aban bi woso na ende wa wonim sede yakosoro nya ontumi embompa entia aban no embegina ni pemunka onyankopon kokruko onkuntwene we afani jazi we hwanhwan ya onyame enkuntwene na onja ya maamenom na ya maamenom no sebio omoso enya omo edien omo ehu emfa omo hu edi ebiem se wo Ghana na sebio woni politician bi wonim se aban we ade oye na enye okene ko demonstration we ni tua When it's ya, say, you may be na abeshi kwan, and abesi kwan, and I say, and ye be papa be pan also quaya, save your wow sha dear with the Abia me bada hospital, Abia me papa wu, Abia me mammy wu, Abia ye be a ba, Abia be a woman fee, Abia or some court on. Na say, why wouldn't him say, the accoson now the wakuma pa edi chill yamin shroud. Now, China, why wouldn't him say the accoson yet? Wouldn't him say a bang way a crom for, but what tribe in tea. On person bejatum na what Junior said demonstration and say in so talk now Junior said the question Yankopon kun first so what Ghana now I wouldn't say the question yet na demonstration the twam wo fie nim na wa wonim ho den o time kakra betume di akire ama Ghana for yaji ede Ghana na si wo na we abrantia wo so wote wo a wa wonim se de akosoro nya wo so o join a wa komam no nim se bone ikoso so o join a wan join onyankopon bekum ye bone nim abo akire Paul bewu Your bomb ain't back and front. Paul there, October 16th. This year, any date you say. It don't want September. Paul Bewu. Aye. Now, let's do the do. Oh, yeah, traditionalists. Oh, yeah, Sebio, una udibu sumenim. Ona ye konfu penyini. Na Sebio, unim de ekoso Ghana. When nipa eku amu 2020. Wankasa unim eye krono ekoso. Wa unim senia aban mu nipa ewie ska. Oya konfu penyina odi busum anim a busum na oto no busum o kanokre busum a sebio ompe atro busum a ompe se wakome mu no obeye ade bia na woni bibia nya obefo aso sa wodi busum anim oya konfu penyini oya ritualist o Ghana na sa busum a wotia no busum ne mpe bone busum ne mpe atro busum ne nim se onkwaja demudie na sa wodi eye politician anim ekogina busum nanim sa busum na wonim se onka kanokre ompe bone no na ukase busum ne nhira eye politician na sa busum kokroko papa no onku tontwene amen busum no anadwo ukoda ombra uda yem no ntia utisum enku efisa busum na wugina nanim no busum ne busum bia okanokre enti sabio sa wodi busum anim na wonim de ekoso Ghana sikawia krono ene nipaku a yakum anka ode saa emre no ebeka no kore akire Ghana manyoma asesa na sa wudi eye politician or committee saa crime nanim a saa bosum no bosom pa o bosom o kano kore sa bosum no empe bone a onku ntontwene ne mfa obi anakome muti embegina bosom ne ho na onsom bosom no ye na normal bosomfo nyame enhira mo na omunhira ye nyina oh Lord. All right, now obia begin praises obia begin share obia everybody go get them a share. All right, now look at this. We have a very important issue. Oh, in Brantium anyway, they are very dangerous two dangerous men. Maka Omasamwa ha Achremo, and today I'm going to talk about them again. Now, what I want to tell you in say, the Owasrun, your friend Kojo Osafumafo, ya Osafumafo Banono, and the Owafom, your friend Ben Ansa. In Brantium anyway, Maka Omasamachremo, Omono Hake, a Ghana for Sebio, a ye, Omoni NC, a ye Juma. Omuna sebio eba nipa ewo Ghana sebio ye kidnap yo ma ebi ye kunkum ma ye hu ma je owa form no your friend Ben Ansa ono ne di anim nipa bia ya kidnap o Ghana bia ye do makosie ya bo mo ebi ye ku mo no eye Ben Ansa ene di anim omo ene hake eye system se wo Ghana nyina omo ne anoche ne ye adwuma ewo Ghana kojo osafomafo na owo soro no ya osafomafo ba no ono eba eye election amanfo phone amanfo internet, amount for data, amount for secret systems. Sebio omo ho ban a ono na MPP for using in 2020. Eye system omo hacke ya mudi wiawia eye nyoma na ekoso election mu nyina eye kojo osafomafo ono ne di anim. Me ba be some serious issue about these people. It will go down as one of the most dangerous. These people go down as one of the most dangerous gentlemen in Ghana. Right now, no MPP for no, they are relying on these people to hack your devices. They are relying on these people to change the election figures. There is, when it comes to kidnapping, when it comes to breaching, when it comes to hacking people's documents, phones, computers, in the name of national security. Bureau and member become details in your first one I'm here and then detailed. I find I'm detailing. Dear Omo Yankasa, Juma dia Omudi. Kojo Osafoma Funu Kuta international certificate we are doing everything possible to make sure say he's stripped off because that certificate, and that certification, he's not supposed to abuse it. This boy on the top, your friend Kojo Osafoma for Banono, intim rantium anyway, and on person omuseum at destroy the Ghana's democracy. The all from there, he's known for kidnapping, a hustler who no a driver, a mere driver, and they wanted to even push him to become a lawyer. That boy is a criminal. They all from their friend Ben Ansa, omuya kidnapping no, edema aye abanwe. Into Wemono, I will come and deal with them. I need to let you know the person elections way. These are the boys they are going to use. They are dangerous. See them as enemies. They kill, they destroy. They are dangerous people. Be very careful about these two people. Ghana, boys be akugu. These officers are they destroy a Ghana democracy. 2024 elections, if you see any of these guys around you, be careful. And we have to watch them critically. We need to be very critical on them. You're dangerous. All right, I'll come back to them. Now, be detailing almost pa. I will come and show you criminals. Now, this is news coming in, and say in some bebre or Ghana ne dia ashe. Now before I move on, my men can't some way. Something is about to happen in Ghana. One of the big banks, Yebabeton. Remember details be a beam. Big bank be Ghana Yebeton. It is going to happen this month. One Yamobeti very soon, this month or next month, Omobe in the public amamo. And that bank now, Omobabeton, is one of the biggest banks in Ghana. In fact, it goes to the spine of Ghana banks now, and I say, Mua Musevo Ghana in affect you. They are going to sell that bank. In fact, they have sold it. Jack, the uncle for the Yamono, a dangerous. Motie Asem will have first time. Me say one big bank in Ghana is going to be sold. It has been sold. In fact, let me pick my words very well. It has already been sold. In a week, maybe 2 or 3 weeks' time, they will make it official for you people to know what is going on. And I am not the one to mention, but I'm giving you a heads up. Musika be any bank or Ghana is safe. But my clear, me say one of the big banks in Ghana is going to be sold to Abrofo. And when I say it's going to be sold, it's because me fa document in show. But I can tell you it has been sold. The American not here. Credibility, very important. Me say when I use the word when I use the word it's going to be sold, it means to say because me for documenting in share no internet maker say it's going to be sold. But say uji media that bank has been sold. Two things that make actual. They are all happening and it has happened. It in munina mu savings in your safe for Ghana. But I know they will come and tell you very soon. They are cleaning everything. Omo wiemo. Me say they omo wiemo for good and son of Mako. All right, let's move on. Now, this is a story about we all need to discuss a little bit. And it's got to do with Ghana ranked 6th in Africa with highest cost of living and rent index. Yes, say oba ebibrim Africa. Ghana pa na eba edien edan bo. Ghana pa na eba edien ahochire. Yes, say oba Africa nyina uyi nkura nsia Ghana na nkura sebio ahochire wo Ghana pa ne rent ne bo din a Ghana ene toso nsia e Africa. Ohun ahochire. Yes, say oba Africa enda report ne kire say Ghana sebio ope ekura rent ne bo din a kire say nipa ho kire omo ene abrabo mo din eduane bo din sika sa onsa beka sika e bo din Ghana ne toso nsia the whole of Africa Sudan ye chen ye enti sa wo hwe ade we na sa ye Ghana ni na ba omia da ho ne nam Ghana ye concert na se wanka sampo ka se me betie ba omia na ba omia no indirectly no o ka che ne se wagimi because ba omia 8 years ago told you say obema wa brabo ayemre ba omia ka che se motoma oni ekufu ado a na so mbedi Ghana so na omo de 2 mini nyina hye omo nsa ombema nyome mu ayedin ayemre ama ombema rent akofom ombema aduane akofom ombema car sikasem akofom ombema petrol akofom ombema ewiase a ute a wo ye Ghana ni no bibia ayemre ama infie nwotwini ade bia ba omia kan bia the opposite bibia mu ayedin and the whole of Africa. What is happening is say ope ahochire eni bebia edan ka untumi ntia Ghana the toso nsia. Any rational human being would never ever think of say me koto abama ekufuado. Sorry, baumia echire we jimi. When ye ka na madwe mo say ye time mo ye mpem asem ye mbumo. Obia na adwene wo fie na adwene ye adwuma no will never walk to the ballot to vote for baumia. Never. To vote for the NPP. Echire we jimi. Because nyama bebre never together to do what? To build a nation. It is out Ghana no. So adwene will say, oh, ade ba akopɛ na megina so to abama obia na wankasa nkasa no wankasa wonimu ho so mfaso every say ade ba akono wi ade na wokodi ade ba akono wi a wapam den te sen ade ba akono wi a wokokwan so ekwan a wonam so yaye ade ba ako insu a wonom ende galamsi agiafa adeɛ baako na wo se wo choose over all these things no saa adeɛ baako no ebetumi am abrabɔ ayɛ deɛn ayɛ mmerɛ. That's the question. It is say na we Ghana ni na sa wo sorry na wo se me gyina adeɛ baako so na me de ato aba ma ba omi a na wo sa Ghana no without due respect wa dwene wo form wa gimi because wapɔmuden ho hia adeɛ baako ne deɛn so free SHS yate ene gyina ha no. Now, apart from free SHS, ubedidi. Se free SHS utu wia okwan yaye okokwan so a erade no ubewu ana unwu insu a wonom se bi free SHS no tuma free SHS wia insu be na obenom galamse na ase wefuo maame efuo papa efuo koko efuo na yebo atugu a insu ase no obede na wako sikasema akwa atwe a ende untumi nya sika nkokwan so no otuma free SHS wia ubenya sika akokwan so mibusa wo se hospital na bi ni ukrom no inti ende yare bowa free SHS no ene na beje wo nkwa e kire wagimi na ogina de ba akoso to aba ye ngina de ba akoso to aba inti se wo hwe ade wo TV so yi na da ho ye Ghana ni na aka kire me se ade inti na sebio o kasatia eye NPP na o kasatia me mebusa wo se wadwene ne ko deep sen e de na wo hia because o hia nyoma bebre a ye ngina nyoma ba ade ba ko person to aba so we need doso a ye ngina ade ba ko so to aba because the check catch up say ade ba ko no ebema waduane adi saa ade ba ko no ebesi hospital amount saa ade ba ko no ebema usupandom saa ade ba ko no ebema dollar na ba form saa ade ba ko no ebema afo adwuma saa ade ba ko no ebebie adwuma saa ade ba ko no ebesi school saa ade ba ko no ebesi hospital saa ade ba ko no ebe overchange interchange saa ade ba ko no ebesi market saa ade ba ko no ebema Ghana mbebunu omom ko nursing school no omo nyina benya adwuma ye so omo pie free school a omo teacher training for so omo pon school a omo wi a omo nyina benya adwuma ye hospital saa ade ba ko no ebetuma solve problem we nyina saa ade ba ko na ogina so to abade ne wagimi. Simple. Sadia ba kono say no nkwa na ugina so ato aba na wagimi and meant to sebe it is obegina sadia ba kono so ato aba na kire say wadwene wo form you are not even supposed to be here that period na na e ka say oh Kevin we mu de nipa ko we de o ka say o manim a o montoma eye de NDC o na sa nipa ko ro mo ye moa ade na wo de won kasa ankyere ho na sa nipa ko de de biara usuro se be ka omonim ene kyese sa nipa ko no omo ye moa na omo ye nipa the fact say ye ka omonim ye bi mu ya no enkyere se omo nyina na ejimi sa nipa ko no ye obi wo mo omonim nyansa mo bedwene asam no ho. So it is important say ye blunt ye straightforward and anything make say we are Ghana ni nne na o ka say me koto ama MPP a wagimi because reasons no does not make sense. Yakasa obi agimi a obi a na adwene ntumi fan ontumi fan dwene yakasa wagimi a na yesa untumi ndwene nkwa ekire untumi ndwene okyena ho yakasa wagimi a kyesa okyena no unya duane nda obedi ni nyina nde wo na wagimi de onim nyansa na odi kakra no wagebi intime ma obufu enti osa wo dwene kwa ekire ma ndwene nne nko a. Now mama nchewa ade bi Mrs. What is that? All right. Now, Shadia Waha. This is something going round, and this should tell you, say, MPP 4 they just came to destroy you people. On say, a crow in K cry and Yansa for dear nim, and I say, Omo dear nim, enim Yansa no nyam wa. And cause a sports minister we, ye unify a long time. Me say, a crowy, say, Anka, Sebio, Omo dear, so no do no enjimi ye. And I sebio se omunim nyansa anka se sports minister no I was saying permanent dada from what happened at the All African Games all the way to Black Stars not being able to play in Ghana no se omomudi enim so nkomu njimi ya ka president njimi ye ka vice njimi ye anka omomu se omu no ne president dwene wo cabinet anka omu dodo ne njimi ya anka se sports minister no permanent long time. But this is a situation we have people leading us, majority who are stupid and selfish. When I can be so did you be at them a crobe so and yet at this point, to me $5 million at the printed ID cards. Yet to me $6 million at the chobi so on the cover event. Abra you a national television. Yet to me $25 million, $15 million. You see they are near 15 days. Yatena Kroma under the sports ministry. In Kwasiade akoso nyina, nobody has even said, say you need to leave your office. It means, say, Omomudi and pathway, president to the last person, vice president to who? They are all foolish people. Omo Jimmy. Omo Niminyansa. And every time when we use these words, we use it not because we hate them. We use it because Omo Jimmy reality no Omo Jimmy. The president is foolish. Inti esiano, ede na mo friend bone wo Ghana. Ede ne ka say we dey we faili. Mo standards no any dey as a government. What are their standards? Dey ne beka say enye mo na mo gina opposition MPP for ka say John Mahama ye incompetent. Or ye incompetent. Or the incompetence and the incompetency, and John Mahama is incompetent. The question is, who is incompetent? The incompetence in this government is going beyond everything we've seen. But as we sit here today, there are still people in this government still decide and say, or say a Krobey Nebema sports minister at power still. Now, when you see this, it should tell you, say people just have to go to jail for shaggy reasons. Or say, you can't go jail keke. Retrieve sika omoria. Let me tell you. NDC for mobile power, what they need to focus on is to retrieve the money from these criminals and jail them. Sika biya ni baby, the money and as sika ni na it's with these people. I was so chinipa. Ya jisika na wasa jail no enye se wachi obi na wajisika o se plea bargain no ananti o chi nipa na ujisika no na wa jail no. That will serve as a deterrent. We moving forward as a nation, our politics will change. And into the majority of our Conform Ghana, they are scared of John Mahama's return. Because some people say John Mahama has nothing to lose by changing the system recalibrating the system. John Mahama between the 4 years exchanging a democracy to look perfect. Obia Obabedi president Bia will fear being president. Obia man position Bia will be scared. And that is what the criminals are scared of. MPP for Ekunipa Eye Bibian Pese John Mahama be the president. No? It is because they know Sir John Mahama take over. The wrongs will all be written right. And that means you form warrior politics in the Muninano, do one beko jail. And that will be the change. That will be the turning point of our democracy. And Nuntina, they are doing everything possible to stop John Mahama. Hey? Obia onpe John Mahama sembia pekrono. Obia oye the against of Mahama and Nano Pokwajman taking over office bia a cromfo. Or hini bia also support to MPP bia yewi. Because they are not interested in accountability. Safu bia odi MPP bia chibia yewi. Because that Safu is not interested in accountability. Penyini bi owo Ghana bi a want me MBA na no anka no kre ankyere Ghana for say MPP we o say etuti omo no sa penyini o ye kronfo e bonsam if you say or support the say MPP for and finish here. So they all think say accountability dey ni say ye. The fight against the NDC and Ghanaians nyina say some people don't want accountability. And into na ahemfo akese bi akogye MPP echi and say oh MPP dey o ma jimi kra ye to aso because ahemfo ni bi ya kronfo asofo ni bi akromfo impenifo titiri for Ghana omuni nkofo we ne bokro no. They are scared to say you expose NPP, they will all be exposed. Their dealings energy dealings you him for omo shares ewo Amerimu you him for more shares ewo Ghana ye de ye sika semu gold for oil you him for more shares. So all these chiefs will do everything possible to stop the NDC from coming to power. Into what they are doing, no. So when you are say oh it's a collective thing on person because they are all scared of accountability. Me say aban se sana be hu hini de gina box me jail no e Ghana. I'm telling you. Ye wo ahemfo a ye de be gina box mu court e jail omo. Because they are deep. They are involved in serious galamsey in Ghana. Ye wo ahemfo a they are in serious galamsey. Omo no mo say Ghana. Sa ahemfo ni nyina na support se ba omiambra no mo ntoaso because they are scared of accountability. Now, so I'll share document in our screen so now. This is what you see is disturbing. It is very disturbing. Now, government spent 21.1 million Ghana cedis on Baba Yara Sports Stadium in 2020. Yet Yanni Kufuor and Aban say, almost spend 21.1 million Ghana cedis. All the quantity Ghana is almost 210 billion, right? Say 2020, the day, the renovate share Baba Yara Kumasi, Otumfo Krum. Some the BBR $21.1 million. Tamsasi Kano de Koshi Kumasi Sports Stadium. And Sanko Foya so President Kufuado spent 84.3 million in total for stadium renovation. Inti se o check a year. These same people are almost spending 84.3 million. Ewo Ghana Stadium ni nyinamu edi CSA. Government spent 22.4 million across Sports Stadium 2020. Into almost spending 21.1 million Ghana cedis. Kumasano. They came to Accra and spent 22.4 million cedis for renovation. And government spent 40.7 million on Esipon Stadium in 2023. And almost 40.7 million secondary say Esipon renovating Malaysia Naso. In total, Abayin is spending close to 85 million Ghana cedis to renovate all the stadia. As we sit here, Bakumpong qualify for us to play a national game on. After spending almost 90 million Ghana cedis, New Ghana, Tete Ghana Sikano, 900 billion on a year, all these parks and asset stadiums, Minoti Ghana nya stadium mbobo also because Nina are below FIFA standard. Now we don't have a problem with the sports minister. We don't have a problem with the administration, the president. Why do we sit here now and the tia say I didn't know I was here to tia MPP actually with Jimmy? For the first time in the history of this country, Black Stars in Kobo a year qualifier wa bontene da. In the history of the Black Stars in Kobe Manson Kobo qualified that. And that these fools, you are still telling me say more power. That do you know what will happen? And zoo. Me say, under these fools, for the first time in the history of Ghana, Black Stars Kobo a qualifier wa bontene ekuro or mindful froso. Sankwasi afo ejina stage catch us say yemo mu tumi me say wodi tumi mo mo a emanye mo Ghana omba wo zoo enkofo wo ye Jimmy. These people are naturally stupid. They have no intelligence. We are not supposed to give them that room to still be exhibiting that highest form of foolishness. Why are we even still sitting here? Why are we even allowing these people to still hold on to power? I posted something on Twitter today. I said the only thing that is keeping the NPP in power today is the law. A democracy. Democracy. That is why the NPP is in power. The reason why Ekufuado and the NPP are in power is because you be democracy. And yet democracy and Kirisan more power. Or saying I'm telling you. Because nobody should entertain this. No reasonable country should entertain this crop of criminals. What we are before. And it's serious. Now look at this. Listen to this. And then you ask yourself, so Adentina memfa to me baumia no ne nkwasiafo we nsan konkodi nkwasiasem.
Kill you. Look, I'm outraged about our blacklisting by CAF. So I decided to do some digging, some more parliamentary oversight. And what I have discovered is so shocking. Look, many people had thought, and I was also in that school of thought, that we have been blacklisted. We now have to go and play our matches in Togo or Ivory Coast. As for Nigeria, we don't want to go because we fear that big brothers and sisters will tease us so much that we can't even play on the pitch. I also thought that, it's just negligence. It's just incompetence. And that we didn't even lose money in the process. Just that our officials, the government, the Minister for Youth and Sports, the NSA officials forgot to do their work and to invest in renovations and stadium rehabilitation. To the shock of my life, I've discovered that no, that's not, it's worse than that. Actually, copious, colossal, staggering amounts of money has been pumped every year into stadium renovation. So far, the documents I have intercepted, over 85 million cedis. I'll read them to you and I'll leave copies with you. 14 July 2023. This is a letter signed by Honorable Dr. John A. Kuma. God bless his soul. May his soul continue to rest in peace. He issued a warrant for the release of 41.9 million Ghana cedis for the rehabilitation of the Esipon Sports Stadium. Esipon, 41.9 million. Only last year. Talk to your sports journalists. I have been there. 41.9 million. No show. At least Esipon should have saved us today. I mean, such a monumental international disgrace. Then let me come to the other document I've intercepted. Baba Yara Sports Stadium, where we had the total embarrassment. Baba Yara, are you aware that another contract of 21.1 million, and this is a letter signed by Franquist, Chief Director, awarded to a company called Javkier, 21.1 million.
When was this?
27th March 2020. And I've tracked the payments. I have all the payment vouchers here. They've all been paid promptly. Then you come to Accra Sports Stadium. I have here a company called Cook Bay, another intercepted document. They have paid them 22.4 million.
Wow.
You know, over 85 million. And you know what I went for the incorporation documents of these companies. And guess what?
Right.
Two of the companies are owned by the president's relatives, Kelvin Oforiatta. I mean, Cook Bay and the other one, Sisden. So if your family will make money out of our stadiums, at least do the work. At least don't bring this monumental international disgrace upon us.
Wow.
This president must be impeached. President Akufo-Addo must be impeached. And I hope that colleagues in parliament, including MPP MPs, will join. Look, we've never had such a horrible president.
Yes,
he must be impeached.
I mean, you say you're leaving these copies with me.
Yes, I'll leave copies with you.
Because it's a matter that will sink our teeth in.
Over 85 million Ghana cedis. We've spent all of this money, well. and yet we've earned a ban.
It's a worrying
this is crazy. I didn't question no. Why should anybody walk to the ballot to vote for MPP? Actually, with Jimmy. Why should any grown man sit on TV to tell young people that go and vote for NPP? Why should any chief endorse Bawumia? Why should any elder or senadjuni ejuma onimnyansa keep telling Ghanaians to say monkotuma Bawumia any MPP? Actually, with Jimmy. We still have the sports minister at post. That foolish dog is still sitting there taking money, all in the name of politics. But say the only thing keeping the NPP in power is what we call democracy. And can you democracy and go see a coup broad day your bomb to yeah. If it wasn't for democracy, I was thinking coup because Jimmy, do you know what these monies can do for young Ghanaians? As we sit here, nobody's calling for accountability. You are him for Ghana. And Kabaumia Bano was a Mr. Baumie. Matese Sika say, and the Black Star Eko Bobo Abruchi, Yentumbo Fie Sika say, Adentina we see. Ahemfo mubiaya kromfo nti enkwasiafo we ba na motetin konyom echiachi omunsem. This is what we are going through. It is so young Ghanaian na say onanti to the box to vote for this or see MPP or see ku to twene. We Jimmy to future no any dey. A day na who vote for. All these monies need to be there taken back. Oforia Tamo Mbakura poje $49 million cedis for dikwa. And they to me support here and Yanka say Black Stars. We cannot support our own Black Stars. Short man. Nyabotre, I'll deal with that. Do you know, say, sa aye astroturfs no musisi no Ghana no. It's so interesting. So we do any to forma astroturf NPP aye nyina no. So what yes about me astroturf, we are constructed more astroturf. Strategically, ayom constituency nkwa no me astroturf no. And I will especially so NDs MPP4 and the Omaye astroturf ni nyina ye omo constituency. And you know the funny thing, the constituency e tuma omo. Constituencies omo tuma omo e honkwa no mo astroturf. Ebia munya abutre enshadan study omo. Let me give you a few. And the okwa baby to say Menshia South. Napo 2 astroturfs because e ho no mo tuma omo. Oma ye bi ewo hifa wale Mahamudu Bawumia Krum because eho enomotuma omotie. The NPP, no, they are not here to build Ghana. Sibia the NDC ba power. They are building KJTR, they don't care. They are building KJTR for people from the south. They are targeting all these people. It does not matter the tribe, where you are from, or which political party you belong to. So NDC, AC Sewia, AC Afari, AC Edia in hospital or Santimemwa. They are looking at the number of people free Srema Babedua Santimemu Kosro, Omubenya Ayarasa, and Edia Apumuding. That is what they look at for. NPP, who say NPP aye bibia, it is because a vote no mope. And untina say Ed said disaster be to me to see water region. Na penyi kwasi ate say president to me call catch them say mon to mame and kenisa me ba. Na posu to me ka san kwasi say won kene de Japan na adwene ye half no. Until the NPP no, they didn't come to govern Ghana. They came to do what? To entertain the foolish people who are helping them to make money. Because majority of the people almost support to NPP, they are the foolish masses. NPP, they look for those omajuniwa form. Omajuniwa form no and pay attention to. Because no bet to my dada omo. Into here? Say, Ghana na say check astroturfs na. Baby o my astroturf ni na ye baby o munya vote free. Baby o munya vote na astroturf ni bi nko. Now, tema so Carlos Ahenkra constituency. So where's the Oko tema. Okoha Carlos Ahenkra constituency because that place no hold on to my MPP. Oko baby to say Ayawaso Central. Omakoya astroturf for because eho ompe say they omu maintain sa numbers there wo na omutuma MPP. Oko baby to say eye now from what I am hearing no they want to build 100 astroturfs at was specific places of munya votes. And they say uwo baby na say munyina ka say that be pathway ye to this way enya de mubenya development under NPP. Na po aka kire mu jimi o ka kire mu nansenya Kennedy Japan aka kire mu eye atichide akufo na ka kire mu. So you are not supposed to even sit and think too much. They didn't come to develop Ghana. They came to make sure say omo support omo Jimmy for no they bait them with some stupid astroturf. Your astroturf be 100 million or Ghana. Yentumi nya one place embo ball my akuma to yem say aha dia. When I went to Brazil, I went to their national stadium. Na Flamingo and Ebo. Na Maranaka and a friend saying Marana whatever. Na Ura stadium na o share the Brazilian national stadium, or share the ambience, or share the quality of work, the pitch, or share how the edifice looks, or share the facility itself. Maracana, yes, Maracana, that's the name. I was in there and I made Bono, about 80,000 people. And I mean, someone say, how difficult is it for Ghanaians as a nation to build one of this, just one in Accra, one in Kumasi? How difficult? Your stadium, no that. Let's just make it better. Oh, for a long time, I think Sankophobia grass or Ghana stadium. I'll see a Pam Sankophobia. They don't know anything. At this point, I was saying to grass or stadium. If we cannot treat natural grass, we should put something close to natural grass on these fields. Say Jimmy Crane to me and build it. A system where we can water the grass. At least we should try and do something close to natural grass because you can mix it, you can hybrid it. Ye Jimmy, a cry ye team yen to me pon water grass. We cannot water grass. Accra Sports Stadium and Kumasi Sports Stadium, they are supposed to have about 10 hydrants in that stadium. It belongs to the stadium. And he said they tap water from outside. They are supposed to build about 5 water hydrants at the stadium hall that will supply the stadium with water. Because Ghana, baby, I would a baby to be a baby fifi. In the Accra Sports Stadium, any Kumasi Sports Stadium, we are not even supposed to say, Omunsiono, I will say a coffee free Nima, I will say a coffee free Osu, and now Kumasi, Yankwasa for tapping. So it needs to have its own water system in the stadium. It needs to have it. Every day, we can do what? Every day, we can do what? We can use those waters to water the grass. How difficult is this? And then Jimmy, moi. Nipa dodo no kro mo pe ball no ma Jimmy Chan politicians no mo use o mo no because they be all go hwe ball no keke na politician no make sure say grass ni ye adwuma grass in your quality. Seat now what is no papa no and no to can't politician man yet now the kwasi dinichi. All because we yase obi ba beye. Ghanaians, some of us are foolish ana. Now me anko eni me di MPP for kwasafo ochi ayen kan asem. Ni anti kroma na yete asem we. Ni etia na makokreku. Yetia me ka kire Ghana for say. Anytime bia MPP beso mu di nkwasi asem bia na omo start no Kumase. Omo start no Asantememu because MPP for one Asantefo ni bi so mo jimi. Me nja I can da. Because of what has happened over and over. Me say MPP way omo peso mu jimi omo ho a. So omo peso mu di nkwasi asem a ye start no otumfo na ase. Ni entia na makokreku kwa Asantememu. Makokreku mante cut sword for first amphitheater in Kumasi ni antigroma. They go cut sword be catch them say sa amphitheater no onye ontumi nye. Uni my dear friend amphitheater. A concrete na washe. And na wire steps into bit to Ghana friend steps. Why be steps 1 2 3 4. What the concrete aye into wire be 4 ha e fa nipa 10. Why 4 ha e fa nipa 15. Why 4 ha e fa nipa 20 and one no any friend amphitheater. Now why baby and nipa be gina abodondon asadwa and no friend amphitheater. Besides, get me a picture, let me show Ghanaians. It is just concrete. It is just concrete. You don't need to go dig and bring some sophisticated machines to come and build an amphitheater. Amphitheater, it is how we stairs. Oh yeah, the different steps, no. Why in a 10 team in a secular way? Into maybe I 4 steps, 5 steps, 6 steps. Why into the paba no matter concrete so. Obeso create a small chair on it to to me. Now why some small stage ubi unsema nipa be 10 pe de bekoso na manfo sa boadwa dey no NPP aban we ende 2023 eno beka che se o makokumasi akotwa homam ho na mekoka Don Patro asem se MPP we pese omudi nkwasi asem bia wo Ghana omo pese omo starting nkwasi asem bia omo starting Kumasi because NPP na study Asantefo hu se yani Asantefo ni bi yemfa ya adwene nto aba ye to nkwasi aba na obi ntu ya funti ye kan anima na ebu ofu. A friend sent me a message. Ose Ghana, people are more offended with the word disrespect, a chain, crime. When you say somebody is disrespectful, people are more into that word than somebody being a criminal. Oh boy, with your muade. Yakasa we the Oriana and fan ho. The akasa muade ne hiano. And into MPP bua Santefoni bisomo ya mwa. And they about 2024. They are no makokre took manteka. Makokre Cook Mante about 2024 said delay in construction of amphitheaters due to lack of funds. I say amphitheater mutu be Asantefo be Jimmy. Omo de be dadam we dwa ubo fume. Kamenka saying sebe obodam. It's in Kamenka say we dey mesrel man this is sumina so. MPP we no mu Asantefo ni bi se mu Jimmy. A simple amphitheater. These people could not build for you people. Monhwa nkwasi aba mu bito. Enkwasi antokwa amoko. Enkwasi diatema mudidi nkofo atem. Party abetena so mfie nwotwe. Amphitheater mo ntumi nsia ma. Oda wote odi mi matem. Obodam. And the amphitheater na bow. Kejetia Central Market Phase 2 abow. Mama kan kire mo say omoba international airport. Bo mu say international plane yesi wo. Omo mu Asantefo ni bi se mu agimi. And sanse wo ye kan ye ntan asante o ye ma Asantefo ni bi na o ma dwene wo fom na te ase se MPP we hu mu se mu bi ni mu agimi because anko hu se mu bi mu agimi a eye de obi betwa sword ka se contractor na start adwuma 2 months obewie na after a year na aka 82 days me akoto aba no o se de mintumi nye sika ni ho e kire omu na ombu hene a chair party no omumbumu Asantefo ni bi and they don't respect impenifo mu di manim MPP no omu hu ahemfo no sesebio omu ye puppet omu use omu MPP ni use ahemfo no mu Asantememu didi omu dwuma enti se kan say na be wo ya na me ntiase na me so ntiase wa problem o e fa me ho I'm living better than you but me chiraw se party we no omu hu mu se mu agimi se obi na beto sebia me mento Inti so beto MPP akotoma MPP amfa me ho. Inti we na o se ma oti ase se sa party na wudi e kire se odwan no party ni nya na adwo se obeye bibia boa wo na de bia no oma oye nkwase adwuma eno na de bia ka na ye moya eno ne ka na adane ntokwa na adane adidi atam na ya wudi ohene atam me se MPP ni ho asantifo mu bisa mu agimi na amphitheater keke omontuma anye oma beto phase 2 kejetia omontuma anye oma beto airport oma betwa Montreal International Airport oma betwa ahomem ebesinde kotre be makransi eye asantimemu yati asantimemu 3 hospitals district hospitals se we are afari den ni nyina si wo nkwasiafo we da won nam ho ka kire wo se to abamomo na wo to ka yesa wo de na wo papa ya MPP ni me de me ya MPP ni mpon o yo dwan ba we Jimmy 47 MPs in Ghana ebi ni bebia ni nyina fi asantimemu ebesinde kuraba yenye bi ma asantimai enti me betena ha na menka se sebio asantifo ni bi bofu ntima menka kam ye odwan MPP hu mu bisa mu ye dako farms mu ye nkokɔ omutu eburo na mu die kire ta ena me nana ahana ne yete bompata eyeso ame me nana mu nyina yeto ma MPP ndo mo ba no matu eburo na mu die kire amoba no matu eburo na mu die kire na we ewura bantama na we wiye sewia na we na mu die eburo na chi to mo sere we mu die eni tiro mutumi ba santimemu na maka kire se nda wo MPP ni wo asantini na wo tutia MPP a wo yo mambofo ohunu se wagimi na wabusa ne se de na waya amame a emame ntoma wo sa nipa na o ka asam kire no se na po bio dan ka kire wo asantini se wotuma party abesi hospital woni krom party abesi dwa woni krom party abaye kwan woni krom party abaye airport woni krom party abesi hospital woni krom se wotuma sa party na oyo mambofo a na se wentime mbusa na pose na wo de na waya amame a metoma party fo no party fo from wo se mambofo a ka kire na pose we Jimmy se wo gina wona wo gise se ye na po be hu se wo te sa akokɔ obefiri usa akokoba. And that is what the NPP they have done for years. Omaya mo sepo dako farms en koko. Oh, asantifo de jaomo gele. Mu konko. Omo dia ayi momo esuruwisa. Inti omo bankran ya omo message different. Inti omo ba kumasi a omo ba santimema no mo tu eburogu ose nkoko. Na mo die kire soso. Mumbusa mo se mo soso no mutu ebie. Akoko wo de utisi form na ofe ebura na wo to da ho. Woto no ena nkofo ne di ye adwuma intomo ba na mato eburo no na ahemfu bi na mpanifo bi na asofo bi enkrowa enkokokora ne mrewa omo no me dangerous no emu akua cha na omo nyina de omo tie butu fom omo pe eburo asoso na omo to da ho sa na omo de yamo sa me to sabi intia we ya problem onto man this year wow fucking problem nya me problem me metna nsamba so Jimmy so I am telling you what the party is using you for. Message MPP di ba santimemu no on for the same message enko Eastern region, on for the same message emba Greater Accra region, on for the same message enko Central region. Our special message for the chicken. Some of you people. Obisa Kevin, Shama constituency are doing nothing. Some towns haven't seen the EC and haven't seen the NDC campaign. Sit there. Are you also not Ghanaian? You want the NDC to come to power? Do your own campaign. You know, Shama, they are constituency chairman. They are people that go there and talk to them. Why are you talking to me? Men, I'm Shama, NDC Shama. Some questions, some for being platform. So our problem with NDC Shama, come office not on Gokata. Not here. Yeah, party office. We are doing a national job. And take your grievances there. Now, I'm mentioning there. This is the status of Munsio Ghana. Galamsey destroys River Tano, River Buan, and cocoa farms in Asem Krum. Gala ako se kuku fua se nkuru yeti krum ha. Odo kwasi ejina wa free SHS de ankamba inso be na obenum otwenba. Free SHS de ankamba inso be na obenum. Insuo ben na wode koma obana nom obana oti school no uni musuo no mo ho mumu bi mu agimi mumu bi mu adwene wo fom mumu bi mo ye nkokɔ NPP be treat mu se nkokɔ de bi o meto eburo because NPP to eburo a na e de mu gimi mumu bi mu gimi abete Where do you tie? Where do you penasem? And you go ye ha? And any way go ye? And ye de and away tie? And away your mind? Then this if MPP for the moto da ho. Eden na 2024. Obi tu megina wonim e wa santimem ka kire wo se Jo Mahama ka se oba aya santimem a ye de go de kra ye wo kwan a mweni so kwasea na ye de sudi nkofo e ba sudi o de bia wo kwan na wo te wa gia mene adan a media metan NDC aboofunu o yare a na wo pe hospital akọ ye tan Kwame Nkrumah ene ye chiri Kwame Nkrumah ene Kwame Nkrumah de tan no obesi hospital mudim rika mu huro mu de se nkokọ Muma yenjai Jimmy no na yembusa questions na yento aba edimpuntu beba John Kuma na owiase sike nyina because more part we mo Jimmy ntimantume nsi hospital asantimema ebetuma agi John Kuma nkwa mo na moku John Kuma akromfo asefo party. These are the main reasons why we vote. Munjai sem obeya nkokọ monkokọ sem no munjai na yenkasa Ghana nsam ma yese nkokọ unwo mo social media on behavior nyale se nkokọ unwo mo Twitter amu behave nyina je sankoko unwo mo Facebook the same Jimmy mu bi Jimmy ayamuma na MPP for use mo weja entimenya den ubuofu ntimenya den minjai na menya den na because ubuofu nti Mrs. What is that yati krom ha enisa nkenenka obi pofi MPP begina santimem kase na obi tumi begina santimem bie na no ka kire wo se oya santini na otoma NDC a oyo mambofo abra kwasea na ogina wonim no nsi hospital ba akoma e kire wo a wutie na wo bo nsem no wo Jimmy e kire wo a wo bo nsem no wote sa akokọ e kire wo a wo bo nsem no wadwene e te se yaane unim nyansa na party kala na wo hye na wo bo nsem no de nti na wo to aba e de nti na wo to aba adikudienti auto abane se opempuntu abrabom na kwasiato since say yete MPP nsi hospital asantimema regional hospital oda ho te woni obi kontokwa die nti na wo kontokwa e kire wo yakokọ e kire wo odwan e kire wo adwene wo fom ansa na unhu the reason why a udi party echi.
The New Patriotic Party's running mate, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, and other leading members of the NPP joined the parliamentary candidate for the Mensah South constituency for the Maiden Health Walk, targeted at securing victory for the party in the December polls. Addressing the crowd, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh said the 2024 elections remain critical for the NPP.
The Sebo Abba 2024. The two somebody here, now Dr. Prempeh. And the lawyer Bafo when you are trouble on God of you. You're trouble on God of you. I was MPP qua, not MPP Abba, MPP qua.
I beg you, after the 2024 election, we won't vote in Ghana again, because after our success, the NPP will win over and over again.
They say I am the mother of all about your Ghana. 8 before you definitely so I call Dr. Mahmoudou Baobia.
He says the NDC has a history of neglecting the Ashanti region and that voting for the party would be a betrayal to the region's interests.
What can I say, man? Payiri betray Ghana Kumasia. O say e kwa ni gold kra ya tuba no join your day. Oya na wanye. NDC for ba fe woche. Ashanti region kwa no bugu national health insurance on obli capitation buyer and the work pa make tremo over Ashanti region now to Obama NDC NDC.
Do you remember that a former president refused ants development? It is only in the Ashanti region they collapsed the health insurance policy and they brought capitation. You are a nation wrecker if you are in the Ashanti region and vote for the NDC.
Na pona ojina ho kasa no ohu omamuti wonyina so mo Jimmy na pona ho kasa no se obu nkofo no motewo se omo intelligence wo soro kakra sa asem nka mfina no mba ba onim se dodo na Jimmy dodo no don't vote because of their condition dodo no vote because of stupid tribe into ono no we din ka ehunu so enipa mo amaka nyina yankokọ mo Jimmy. That is what they do to you. Kame kasa no o kasa nanka ojina mo hwe de ye amamo you see hospital way, you see dwa way, ya way, yentie kurase, ye biem, ye see national theater wa ha, ya way. When tuman ka de ba kwa ya ma, enso ka kire wo say, otuma nipa na oboa na, wo your mambofo. It means say, ono na ogira ono, ohunu hu say we Jimmy chen no. Enti mo na mu guo na mu pejam. Ohun say mo Jimmy, why say nkokọ. My supporting Kokodako farms. Mujo Moto edit the riem, Moto did the riem. And intina ofri asante memua. So bekasa on kramema no change ni kasa. Afe na o kasa se we mu de woni nyanso, we mu de woni ate. We mu de woni abie. Mintumi Jimmy me want to say bia me Jimmy mu asante memu no. Message o de kwa asante memu no be bankran because en kan yesi regional hospital ho. Enkran yesi airport papa ho, enkran yesi UGMC ho, enkran yesi Pokuase ho, enkran oyare de modin akwa ebeje nkwa, enkran ye free ho kwa abrochire, enkran ya ye kwan no, enkran nipa enetim. Owu omamuti kumansa dodo na Jimmy into duro ha. Osie ntiavia, Professor Moses say, Jama say, into ya santinia, na so otuma ndisi ya, o ya mambofo, ohun se munyina mo yankokọ, mo Jimmy mumubi, enitina o yesa no. Na sanko bumune mo hemfo a kasa asa no mponke mfiri na no mba ko Jamaica ko beka so hwede ma ya ma wo hwede NDC a MPP ya ma wo hwede kofo aye hwede wasisi hwe ndwuma ye kreti hwe so amenasi ho no hwe wei na nko akasa aha ono mponke won kasa ba na agyen se momudodo no magimi nti oba no ato eburo na ne de ene ne gele eburo na ne de ene ne t-shirt eburo na ne de mediam ya santini ba ebro na de mediam ya kaniba ebro na de na me nana na me papa omu nyina no mo ya MPP fo ebro na de Ghana tanye ebro na de media ya sa kwasi asem se ya ATS na kogu ma me kire ade bi wa ha udwa kwa oh ma me kire me ka kire say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has no message and the omu ya nyina na say omo say they are going to put or throw in Jandam na Jandam ni nyina na say omo pese omo misquote John Mahama. Bawumia ni message because from day one say Bawumia has no message for Ghanaians. Only message bi obetumi dia maw. No aka say we dia metie e dia kwoto aba ma Bawumia. Hwe John Mahama so kan muntie John Mahama. John Mahama made a statement in Accra obi entie John Mahama.
Ye na ye tik room ha. Ye wa sofo wo ha. Ye wo imam fo wo ha. Ye wo ahefo wo ha. Your civil society organizations or her. And so NDC can acquire to say NDC yankwa and your person. I was saying na ya kabum, na ye be ye maya no koba, who near catcher of Abain say, Adiam would this man would ye digana for no. And Renaso say Mubeko. And so Ube who say, Yabeko or Hinibiho, or say, oh, Yabo Abaso, Ejima Power, Yano, and at the end. Yakwa soria ni amana koto ho o ye shirawo ubedi nkunim wa ya depa ezu okobosom ha ni ehwehwe ensa egu abosom no so e ka se wa ya de ye bosom no bedi wechi na wedi nkunim biom abanfo we ubedi nkunim biom 7 Ezu na mena meka anka saa katase hye ne proye a akoso ewo MPP aban mu anka ye NDC aban a anka by now soldier for etu ya aban ne fi ho mena meka no kra na meka kire mo katase hye ne proye ene ewisem ene kronobo akoso ewo Bawumia ne Akufo-Addo abaimo anka ye NDC ene koso ewo NDC abaimo a anka se ye tu abainegu ezu na mrebia ye obibia ye ka se ye nipa ne bebre ye nya atwom efi se wo de hwe me ogidi se NDC na ene be din kunim abato num ezu inshallah NDC be din kunim ezu eza now the train na hwe NDC din kunim ne eba omo anaka ka ye omo ntimi kasa MPP abamu kaka no suddenly ebe vanish Ezu Omo ana omutipai omo MPP abreso omo ntibe kasa NDC aban ba wo de twen na hwe omutipai no ebeko ombenya paracetamol anom Ezu ento betia afe omanu gbeg nyasa for we hio ede ndio mombeji oman no Ezu sasem eniema yaman no enko enim eno ene ete sign. Hypocrisy is what is pulling this nation back. If we see the truth, if it's black, it's black. If it's white, it's white. It doesn't matter who is in office. We must be truthful at all times.
That is how it's supposed to be. Did John Mahama can straightforward. You need to chrome her into your software. What about them? We are come for penny. What about them? We are paying it to Ghana. The cost no. We are here. What about them? You need to be able to tell the person you are in charge. I didn't know you not say. I didn't know and the chrono I too much. I didn't know dollar ne drew her. I didn't know Katasha Shako drew her. I didn't know Yoma Mokasa Mobile Petro Boabe drew her. I didn't a Mebrunin Jumanye. John Mahama said, Sa hypocrite no nyachomono, Muni Padu Morgana, Mumpeni for the Duano, Munjai. Na nipa na oboy krono no sabe du asore dem anamatene mon sasa mo bompai amano mo bompai amane se onto krono ne so anase onye den se krono na yabo na yepe answers no nipa na oye in charge no obegina obosumenim a na watunsa no na wudi nechi no o ka kire nipa ne se krono ne nipa na wakum na wasai mani sikasem no onkoso ana mo ahemfo na ma din asofo no na okachem se saa nyoma we saa nya atwum we e na asai Ghana. If you say, Sanka NDC ne waso, and a sick sama say, and a ya body patuo, and a ya easy, a ya the omu ye, Emma and Mebrin ye jumanye, be saya, anka ebim panka soja phobi, alpha two, abody patuo ajmaino. Inti adentina ye NDC ne waswa, obia to mikasa, a drew MPP so dia obiankasa, as some way John Mahama, why na wedin atem? A chile we Jimmy, a chile wuni message, a chile wankasa no oya kwado nto a wi preku. Oh, yeah, dirty politics. You want sympathy from the criminals who have been defending you. Actually, who nipa na obe react to we no. Oh, what problem no? Na say who sa nipa no adwene wo form. Na just say who message. Na just say you are guilty of what John Mahama is saying. Na just say asemia John Mahama kan no. Na just say eye no kure. Na wo sa nipa no kure wo say nke bow tuo. Every say who nim nyansa obeka say the John Mahama kan no eno na beboa mama na koso. That means una nipa na what problem with this statement no. Wo umpe accountability. That means unya to me you are going to do 2 times or 3 times of what we are experiencing today. And the Mahmoud Bawumia opportunity to campaign to react to the John Mahama kan. Now muntie makachira mo say Bawumia bebe odu no. O makachira say Jimmy want to say Kufuado. Jimmy want to say Kufuado. Ke kan bi gum na Ghana de emwane dawson. So right now he's adopting the Ekufuado syndrome. And that syndrome is that be a foolish man, be a stupid man, be a liar, pretend as if you are foolish, let people think you are mad, just make people know, say, what the nonsense. That is the strategy Bawumia is picking now. He has no message. He knows he cannot convince any rational Ghanaian. Until right now, no John Mahama kasa, then he wants to misquote John Mahama or per se or daneno na onya favor in the eyes of some of the criminal pastors. Or per se onya the favor in the eyes of some criminal imams. Or per se onya favor in the eyes of some criminal chiefs. Or per se onya edian favor in front of some criminal edian statesmen. Until right now, no do I say Mahama can some no krena or some main coach stage na men daneno. Muntia Jimmy we. Na sa okoto abama Jimmy we ya na onyame. Obeshaw aboaw anaso beku ato atwene onyina munni se abaya ye kotui eye mini o mampenyi dada ena ye piri se ye betina agure enya sa na se ye campaign ikono be se we hu se sa campaign o be lusu koto Enti bibi kakra na ni buefu ati se ene wako didi osofo ontem we didi ahemfo ontem we didi imams ontem we didi CSOs for ontem osi omunyina omuye hypocrites what we did that saka
say na umampenyi dada simikasa. Say ahemfo imams osofo CSOs omoye hypocrites. What you mean that? Now say so did Electoral Commission and then so say MPP government a foolish government. Hey, what you mean that? Where kasa ebe free umampenyi dada enu. We must have limited at least some standards of decency in the language we speak as politicians. Election year and yet intended is about ideas. Only ideas are then you insult people. But what ideas are you present your ideas? Yet you will bold solutions to problems. We say a foolish government. But we have created more jobs than your government. We have built more roads than your government. We have built more interchanges than your government. We have built more bridges than your government. We have built more factories than your government. We have built more schools than your government. We have built more hospitals than your government. We have built more courthouses than your government. We have built more sanitation facilities than your government. We have built more social debt than your government. We have built more sports facilities than your government.
Aye, Baumia Bodam. Aye, Baumia Bodam. 442 now. We have done better. And then we're commenting that we have built more schools. Me catch them so we Jimmy. Oya munafiki. Onyen kremoni or we preko. Asema kana ne nine and ewe. If a government is foolish, it is foolish. Because when a government takes an amount of money, over $58 million to go dig a hole, you are not even foolish. You are above foolishness. With Jimmy, when a government takes $58 million to go dig a hole, John Mahama has been charitable to you idiots. John Mahama, he has been charitable, he has been gentle. He was supposed to say you people are a group of pigs. You don't think. There are kids, there are women laying on the ground, women who are pregnant, wanting a place to give birth. Now, more than $58 million akutua Menasa National Cathedral. John Dramani Mahama was even charitable in his words. Where Jimmy Ekufuado strategy be no no. He's buying sympathy. Oh, CSOs who make be mame into what's China? You benya CSOs. Kwasiaphobia mu free MPP say a press conference. We don't like what John Mahama said. John Mahama has insulted a son omoye. That's what they are going to do. Ochinechi ubehu ohene kwasiampenyi biso ba say, "Ai, ya tese John Mahama didi ahemfo atem obenya bi." Ochina ubehu se kwasie biso esofo. O se John Mahama didi asofo because that is what they do. They do what we call emotional campaign. Into they look for the foolish ones in the system to feed them the corn. Into also general or to a bro. Or to a bro. Minister or to a bra. When you know the omutibesi from number 2 bio, omoto ebie. Omundani omo normally go for oil sick and call. Sanomdi omo. Or to a bro. Into nizo to a bra. Omu nyina de omutibeti from almost so bro no number 2 ebie. Omundani omo not good for oil sick and boom or the call. He's doing emotional campaign. He's trying to buy their sympathy. Who doesn't know what happened when John Mahama and the NDC were in power? Who doesn't know? It's also only message. It has become the same thing. Teachers are suffering. Teacher trainees are suffering. Oh, we have done better. We have done better. And also we have built more than Baumia or Munafiki or daft. So oko sala isebo university mo tertiary institution me ko school kakra ko to ababa omia anka wonim preko koda akura nkeye school no kajai. This guy is empty. Now my mention what the NPP dangerous. Muntie Samia Uku. This is Samia Uku. He is talking or speaking on Edian e-levy. E-levy time amka somebody e-levy ba then amka say e-levy ba be. Amka say e-levy ebe solve your problem nyina ebe create 11 million jobs. And yes, I'm catching. I'm catching Ghana for you. Say, the tax be by a friend e-levy. Ghana ni bia and support e-levy. Na e-levy ni dia ba ebe bia juma ebe ma 11 million jobs. Ghana for you be see hospitals. You be your coin. Ghana nyome nyina be solve into the e-levy be share your con. These are some of the things they told us. Time na the e-levy ba NDC for say boa. Muntie eye MPP for e-levy. The kaye. And some of us we could tape natural.
Issue what up in the day. And the 11 year Ghana for one better one. Ghana for one better one. Ghana for better one. Mammy minimum a day. Demi 11. A year for one chebby. A yenny biara niwa obechebi. And this is the analysis I make. Ghana. So what can do be a year poso. You'll be in the whole year. Sikabet Nisema or 70 Ghana cities. 11 so a betray. Say 300 Ghana cities. A transfer now. The Mexicano in 11 Bordeaux. In the end, they teach edge 2,400. And Obia army edge 1,800. And our policeman edge 1,600. They pay now ban Uchiamono. Say every day be in 100 Ghana cities near transfer. They levy in Chibi. Because 100 Ghana for 30 days or 3,000. Into them levy we have for Chibi. Obili to make a chem de Onyada Papa. The Yenya. To whom much is given, much is expected. And for that reason, I know, why I don't be more than 3,000 a day. Let me do Ghana man, ya may more. So I'm putting one person with money to call 3,000 per Ghana, ya more. We are the middle income. We are the people in the middle income. No money be so no. I want now. Why are you in war bomb man or conanim? We cannot shirk our responsibility as middle income people and turn around and blame the same government. I mean, the day, see, so much. Normal, I don't know why I didn't wage now. I did so, I don't want to be no, on your high life be near the Kakobo. Or your young Brenton and Ketesia will do my pedo upper crum on internet support.
So, these are some of the things they told us. In some kind, I'm see 11 bad,
we will pass it. Whatever they want to do, we will pass it at the right time. They can't do anything. We are in government. If they claim it will make us unpopular, why wouldn't they stop? Okay. Well, they know this is going to transform and change the lives of Kenyans. They know this is going to reverse the consequences of the COVID. They know this is going to put our fiscal space in the right perspective. And they are afraid that Kenyans will continue to build their goodwill and confidence in this government. So please, we need a e-levy. And those who are saying that we should reduce it to 1% and go. Boss, if you want something to be reduced to a certain figure, you can't just make that arbitrary statement. You cannot project out of nothing. You should project out of properly done time series analysis with your data points, very convincing. Then we can understand that this is what we have to do.
One of the chicken, Daku farms, Bakuni. Government
in order to keep the country going had to incur additional expenditures for the free water, the free electricity, the provision of free food. These were unavoidable expenses that government had to make. So the gap, the fiscal impact of what we had to do has been considerable. These are the efforts that we're now making, which are being resisted by the opposition to us, to try and close the gap. It's necessary for us to do so because that is the only way in which some of these matters can be addressed. It's not going to be possible for us in Ghana to continue forever to be dependent on foreign grants and foreign loans to keep our economy going. We ourselves will have to find the money for our development. And that is the reason why it's become necessary for us to introduce these measures like this famous tax, which has caused so much unnecessary, in my view, disputation. But nevertheless, we will continue. We will, I'm determined to persevere, to make sure that we find the means to address some of the issues that you have got. It cannot be done other than through government.
Jimmy. Honestly, can I see 11 solve problem in Jimmy? The okay now, Yanji 11 into way no catch there, Can Furiata, Ejina catch beach there. Muntie, you have a body in Amabon, Sanko for me and Quasia 4.
So we are going to do our best to restrain leakages. I know you've talked about the issue of the Auditor General, and truly when you look at that, that includes all sorts of obligations from the previous government, but also 10 billion of it is really collections and loans that are being taken care of. So it's not money lost, as you would say, but certainly in all areas that we are reminded, we will be reminded to ensure that we use this money well, and the issue of protecting the public purse becomes paramount to us. You know, the other beauty of the e-levy tax is that it makes all of us responsible for protecting the public purse. And that is important, because once you pay taxes, you have the moral authority to be able to require, you know, certain performances from the political elite. And that is what...
Ile be create adwuma ebe ye kwan eba be see hospitals eba be ye bibia ntie nyina ye ntum at a point omka say e-levy is better than IMF. See ebe ko IMF ndie ketua e-levy na nke yenko IMF ya gigi e-levy sika diwie na say yenko IMF omu se mo jimi omu mbu Ghana fo emu ahemfo emu asofo emu akomfo enkwara ni penifo MPP hu mu se mo jimi o eniti e betena de be na ka say MPP no. It's a political party full of foolish people. And it's from the National Pigs Party. Because in pre-code also, Bawumia campaign, Nekasamafo, and the Wakafa e-levy.
Randy, don't forget, the whole idea of e-levy was to widen the tax debt, to ensure that a lot more Ghanaians begin to contribute towards the development of the state. Don't forget, it's an established fact that even if you look at the sub-Saharan Africa, Ghana is one of the countries raising the least of revenues. And yet we have the most of needs, you know, that we need to provide for our people. And that really accounts to the lot of borrowing that we've been doing over the years. Because really, if you need to build roads and you have, let's say, 1,000 kilometers of roads to build, and yet you are receiving 1 million Ghana cedis, that means that you need to go and find the 29 million that you need to be able to construct that road for the people. Don't forget, building a country, it's dependent on the rate of development of every state is dependent on even the population that you have. If you go to a country where maybe there are 1 million people and they are contributing, let's say, 200,000 Ghana cedis, maybe the 200,000 will do so much for them because it's just 1 million. We have a 30 million people that are contributing so little in terms of revenue. Very few of us are paying. A lot of it coming from those of us in the formal sector.
You see, where the Baumia campaign, no spokesperson, the OKBA free Baumianum. Omka say e-levy create 11 million jobs. Omka say e-levy, see a GG e-levy, yanko IMF. Because the campaign so to say e-levy, no, oh, the idea now was to widen the tax net. Oh, I'm getting some way Jimmy. Omo koya advertisement. Omo ye ad the beto system nim ka say e-levy ad nie monhwe the GG e-levy de beye. That was the time a bogus in Kwasia for Bitia Bruchi catcher say Ghana from person betua tax. Bogus a Jimmy for be for basement. Bogus be who fee as a more Egugu Germany, UK, America. In Kwasia phobia mo tribe, Coco for Asibia, ya town bank and ometna play mo nim ade friend abrabo. Bogus who fee be almost see as brown. A Jimmy for Gugu Bruchi tua tax a moi. E catcher Ghana for say yembesi betua tax intina mo person betua e-levy. Omo ye advertisement, you know the beto system nim. Omo ye ad, e-levy ad. Let me show you e-levy ad. And the beto system so utia e-levy. This is what they did.
Why the e-levy? The public sentiment out there is clear. Ghana must collect its taxes to avoid debt accumulation build our roads and get our youth to work. That is exactly what the e-levy will be used for. Youth employment and entrepreneurship. Roads and digital infrastructure. Security. What has the government done with our taxes so far? Some of government's flagship initiatives include free SHS, planting for food and jobs, one district, one factory, one village, one dam, one constituency, one ambulance, NABCO, medical drone delivery, year of roads, Agenda 111 hospitals, just to mention few. So fellow Ghanaians, let us all play our role as citizens by supporting the e-levy and also by making sure the taxes collected are used for its intended purpose. Hashtag e-levy for development. Jobs. One district, one factory. One village, one dam. One constituency, one ambulance. NABCO. Medical drone delivery. Year of roads. Agenda 111 hospitals. Just to mention few. So fellow Ghanaians, let us all play our role as citizens by supporting the e-levy and also by making sure the taxes collected are used for its intended purpose. Hashtag e-levy for development.
Our kaka sanse we nyina kire mo say e-levy be create youth employment, roads, digital infrastructure the because before that no de digitalize de yaba one district, one factory, one constituency, one dam, one the na G e-levy sika no. Time de e-levy by John Mahama ni NDC be ka kire mo say boa. The same John Mahama ye to did atem. The same John Mahama wa warning against these group of pigs and piglets. The same NDC omo tu ye fo abedi ne e ka kire say inkofo we akromfo. John Mahama warned Ghanaians about e-levy. Mama yan resist if you say NPP for boa. This is John Mahama warning Ghanaians about e-levy.
When we are supposed to be celebrating workers, we are celebrating a new tax imposed on them. And already there's a litany of complaints about the implementation. I've heard complaints of transfers of under 100 cedis being subject to tax contrary to the law. And I've heard others say that they sent 1,000 cedis and paid no additional tax. Clearly, the Ghana Revenue Authority and those responsible for this tax were not ready for its implementation. Government's desperation to tax Ghanaians to get this nation out of the hellhole it has dumped us will not succeed because government's own budget proposals show that the e-levy will not make any significant contribution in resolving our problems, but will exert an adverse toll on the people of Ghana. We in the NDC do not oppose taxation as a principle. We will not be pretentious and couch fanciful slogans to condemn the principle of taxation like the MPP did in the past. We are, however, implacably opposed to distortionary and burdensome taxes like the e-levy that only force Ghanaians to endure more suffering. A new National Democratic Congress government, God willing, and with the votes of the sovereign people of Ghana in 2025, will repeal the e-levy act.
And this is what I'm warning. John Mahama warning mo say e-levy don't be musikedi. And they cannot talk about one thing they use the e-levy money for. John Mahama so be twem and Jimmy no muna afiki ni say ai ya to abandonment wia no be twem. Now my men chira could enter MPP for whom some Jimmy. And every day I keep saying these pigs and piglets belonging to this political party omuni any idea be ama Ghana for no. Samia Uku is one person or very dangerous. Makacha mo Ghana for. Samia Uku or one of the most corrupt politicians in Ghana. Samia Uku nyini nchemi o. Jefu no aye. Intima mo adwene nya say Samia Uku enipa sonkru bi ami hu ne bi da. He's not older than me. Samia Uku de bia meka kire mo say ye pe obi a otua media for bribe or Ghana pa Samia Uku. And Samia Uku no Ghana for say ye Jimmy he when Samia Uku became the youth organizer of the NPP, so national no, that time no, the table had already tilted. Samia Uku is not any good communicator, but that time the media were all on the side of the NPP. So all that Samia Uku had to go do is say Okotina TV swa, Okotina radio swa. They all can say they all can say So it made it sound as if Samia Uku is smart and a good communicator. Yet Samia Uku has always thrived on propaganda to this point. And no na call the team ordinary name one and when you see or NL also could the MP could rap parliament because also a president. Samia Uku from day one of politics, he has always lied his way through in a very quiet way. In Tama Ghana for no, against Samia Uku Ayobia or Adjunipama the youth. Yepobia or diabolic our propaganda ideas or the chat radio TV so Samia Uku. He has always been one person who has never been truthful to the youth. Today he's making millions. And we're creating an NGO or NLA and he's stealing millions of dollars through that NGO. It is registered in his name. Such Samia Uku say or credible on your cromfo and come react to say this company now Okano a NLA dia, but all the billions are going through him and then today our continent TV so sad deceiving the young people of Ghana. Samia Uku has made billions because the media is helping Samia Uku to lie to Ghanaians. And you know one funny thing? Upon Sikawa Kwajino Samweja more $3 million to $5 million he still sees the youth of Ghana are stupid. And Owuni said every person in Ghana need Jimmy because he's working in that shadow of Unkai Samia Uku. No, your national youth organizer my NPP. Unkai Samia Uku. Samia Uku did nothing. He didn't contribute anything. But what happened was, the time of being a national youth organizer for the NPP, the table had already tilted. The propaganda had already sunk. He did not have to do much. Samia Uku did not have to prove to Ghanaians that he's intelligent. All that he had to do was to go to NPP stations for them to concur or say, Ampa, for them to lead propaganda. And Samia Uku, because he does not believe and respect the intelligence of Ghanaians, wakotna a journalist in him, and the journalist Parker Ebusan say E-levy muntie Samia Uku answer to the E-levy. Samia Uku E-levy the response in here.
Also, if you tell me said the man is evading accountability, where I will struggle to even understand is that he has been vice president, not president. His role as vice president is to assist the president in the discharge of his duties.
But also, I get 33 policies.
Yes.
Or say, I Baumia, I. When I say president,
he has championed.
I have championed 33 policies. It's why can't he champion?
So, and I'm saying near the man, say onion, and the favor that he got in the eyes of the president. These 33 policies, and streamlining the process, he's been able to do quite a good job. Now, if the e-levy that you are talking about, it has been passed.
Right.
He's saying that at that time it was to solve a problem. We had come out of COVID. Government needed to mobilize revenue. It's not up to Dr. Baumia, who has a single voice in cabinet, to say that together with my colleague, the 19 other people, let's say the Momoko left, Menkwameko right. No, you're free principle of cabinet responsibility. Once you see through, decisions are made. If one of it favors you, one of it doesn't favor you, one of the key things in our democracy is that once a decision is taken, we are all bound by the decision of government. Right. This is not to say Dr. Baumia disagreed with the passage of e-levy or agreed with the passage of e-levy. He thinks that the circumstances we found ourselves in at that time, government's idea was that we needed to mobilize monies from all sources to be able to increase and shore up our revenue. And in the process, some tough measures, some taxes had to be introduced. But going into 2025, he believes that at that time, e-levy would have served its purpose and must be scrapped.
E-levy would have served its purpose by 2025.
He believes so.
That's what he believes.
He believes so.
And he
believes so. That's why he thinks that in 2025.
Because your IMF program.
Yes. So that is why the
revenue mobilization.
So that is why he thinks that fantastic. So that is why he believes that there should be other measures of bringing in more revenue. And then doing away with this one, that will also affect electronic transactions.
But he said the Ondini said e-levy has served its purpose.
He thinks that with what the government has read, the budget that was read, by the end of the year, he thinks that we should have seen a bigger picture and then we move on with no e-levy in 2025.
E-levy as semi means my kind IMF for document. Where I agreement I know coin.
Yes.
It's in the event say Dr. Mahmoud Bamia ko na IMF for say bra yampene ma won e-levy in free.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so because say you have to propose the alternative.
Of course.
Alternative.
What if the alternative doesn't really sit well with them?
Well, because if my mouth be with the port alone, if this your measures that you are bringing can increase the revenue from the port times 2, it still go up to support whatever you were doing with.
The way are these boys? Mona modio mako onwo munyeska onso munyina magimi. What as Masame Okuka? Or say by 2025 on the na e-levy would have solved its served its purpose. Or say by next year no na e-levy na serving the purpose. Inti by next year ba no na e-levy home for so no they are serving the purpose. Meaning or catch us say as we speak e-levy hasn't served its purpose. But you know before he got to that he tried to isolate Bawumia from the introduction of e-levy. It would in the Casadom or say cabinet na or tino Bawumiano or say he didn't do what? He didn't disagree or agree. It's Bawumiako cabinet na yeka e-levy no or no one disagree or no also one agree. It's Bawumiana the position you're doing. And a branted bush and say na say Bawumia ba bontini or say or no dear or no and I implement way. Also, Jina catch say, Bawumia cabinet meeting, no 19 others in the Omo Jimmy, Omona no support e-levy. Bawumia Kwade, he didn't disagree and didn't agree. Now, at the end of the day, Bawumia is catch say, as we speak today, e-levy now or agree or agree no, that e-levy hasn't served its purpose. How much money has been paid? Taxes is saying Jeffrey Ghanaians were e-levy. He wants to tell you say e-levy sikano mojiji e-levy, as we speak today, it did not serve any purpose. Yeah, trying to 2025. Power. Power, no say it has served its purpose. And for now, he's making you understand say, e-levy na cabinet it has not served its purpose. At this point, who in their right senses will say, momentum to me, Bawumia? The same Bawumia says or the nyoma bebraba eba e-levy dia nipa 19 na no cabinet na jimi onu kwa nim nyansa anytime catch the Samia Okuwe mu no omu nyini yo but they support corruption. They are the most corrupt politicians in Ghana. Omu dangerous. Hwe samu create avenue ma these young ones are omu numa be buy obebo hu krono bo. We will never recover as a nation. Because you see the way Samia Okuwe is defending corruption. You see the way Samia Okuwe does not care about Ghana nina yajije taxes every wa ebesin there or catch say it has not served its purpose. No, it means he is willing to enable those people now omo edisika we no to still stay in power and destroy you. It is not you. And no, Samia Okuwe they care. Samia Okuwe is going to parliament because Sike Kutan into parliament. It is not because he's qualified. Samia Okuwe or the sika na kopamo sa lady no every baby a okọ stand no sika and or the fofua the delegate no and mama mini dwane ye because the amount of money Samia Okuwe was throwing we kuapem north no that lady na or contest Samia Okuwe na MP or hosisia no she could not stand it and it no dwane ye urban crime or also political prostitution into obedun crime no. These boys have stolen enough. Samia Okuwe now to down America. We know the accounts, we know how much money they are holding. The right time comes, sir. Metro BB. These are people who don't care about Ghana. The reset is important. Because if these are the young people you are relying on, say, they support what is right. Don't think so. Never think that way because from day one, no, they have prepared themselves for this big meet. And today, as I speak to you, they are 1,000,000 times richer than the ordinary Ghanaian on the street. They don't care where you are heading. He does not care where Ghana is going. He does not care about the killings. He does not care about anything. He's making enough money to go and stand as an MP, enter parliament and get parliamentary immunity. Inti mona moti Ghana no, ohumu samwe Jimmy. Samia Okuwe ene kojo ponkruma Asensu Boachi, Samuel Abujinapo, those people in the NPP, they don't stand for the youth. They don't represent you people. Because if somebody says, I represent the youth, you should be more concerned about a young man or your mumo, yet in the taxes where a buyer fine, you should be angry. You should tell the government, even though I'm part of your party, no, this is wrong. Because Sikano, ya Jeffrey Boja for ho, Sikano, ya Jeffrey Yan for ho. Why haven't we used the money all these years? Why can't we show the people what we have used the money for? But shockingly, he's on TV defending Sikana ya Jeffrey Nipana oni binuhono catch Ghana for say the money did not serve its purpose. Yan chain, now the boss by Umiambra power. And you be say a 7 and a 7 year. This is pure madness. How should a giant person go to parliament? What is he going to do? He's going to kill you. And I'm saying he's going to kill you because Okowa Krono or Tinchemo, you know, he's going to make sure Krono abejintini. And it is important for us to reset this nation. All these kind of people are supposed to be out of government. They are not supposed to be here. And they need to be checked. This is craziness. Now, here, Samuel Uku spoke on EC registration. Make sure Ghana for how dangerous these young men are. How they don't care about you. Hey? All the young people following Baumia, all more intentions says about Baumia chance, no. Na mumudo do tumana. That is their breakthrough. Hey, Samuel Ukumo, omu Jimmy Monka kranka, modi tumima Baumia. Samuel Uku, he will be one of the most powerful people in Ghana. Because Sesia Sika o matama o mowiano. Say yentumi anchinko fo we an stop wo ha, that will be end. Anything anapo eko kuma so ka chom say aba we yeto na say emu nkokọ no dodo no yeto ma MPP ba power yento aba bie mu no adekro ase no o ka kire wo say yetam to minima o mu wia na ke say ye nyanka say ye jimi ye nim what is wrong from right. Until the next time no metme kunipa 30 you will still say some you okay. And it's not catch Ghana for say, Samutuma MPP, yen to aba biem. If you said, Yoma yen yina bedu hano, so to be sako to abamana, and so wait Jimmy, or when he says, or tritu, no Jinaket, no botum for tributua. Nothing will come out of it because you are in love with your party than the development of this nation. Because I need to know when you no, say, or respect to intelligence, bien and umpon can't say, so to mammy, yen to aba biem. Kasakwa, and an honest antiphone call and get what you can. If you say, or can be to a mutrim. Upon the killings, upon the destroying of Ghana's economy, upon Chrono Mabo, then there's no need to have elections again. Because automatically, no, and naturally, no, and now I saying, what catch and say, wait, Jimmy. What catch and say, Chrono, of course, you don't need accountability. What catch and say, they should keep on keeping on. Whatever they are doing, they should keep doing. Some will say, Chrono, say no more. Into all Kakasakwacha. Now, young Gina Samia Ukuso. And Oba Ghana, yen EC register on sama aba. You expect people who believe say democracy here. You expect young men and women sebi also when we dey omo no mo yembabu no mo MPP Ekufuado gijimi fo nyina wu a Samia Ukumu ne ba be take over. So they will think about the democracy a little bit because our young family, Samia Uku, or a very young family, or Nemaya and Ketwa. Even though the market now breaching or a young family, it's about dreaming the future and the money future home, or about dreaming inquire on crash on the constituency say, hey, democracy in here, we need to make sure say, is no I in a Juma. Samuel Uku in 2016, time and NPP were opposition. This is what Samuel Uku said when it came to EC, any registration, any the voter register. No, Samuel Uku no the leader, the young leader of the NPP. And the Samuel Uku, when you see catching NPP for 90%. Momianko tie Samia Uku in 2016. Diana Oka, Diana O demandi every Charlotte say east ho. Why Samia Uku wanted the register changed? Why Samia Uku was leading young people to insist say east no at the register no yashe register no assissim. Today we will play the Samia Uku ka. Yanko 2016, Yanko tie Samia Uku asama okaye when the NPP wanted power. When Samia Uku said he was leading the youth the right way. Na all kind of crash. Mumien tie Samia Uku enra 2016. Na yembe tie Samia Uku ene 2024. This is Samia Uku in 2016. Come on. All right, Messias, I need it.
For them to be registered. So when you look at things from
Messias, I need Samia Uku in 2016.
Also, if you tell me, said the
Messias, I need Samia Uku in 2016. Samia Uku in 2016. It's very important. I think I got it. Thank you very much, Mr. S.
Which comes on the 1st of December. There are many calls of people whose names, whether deliberately or not, have been omitted across the 10 regions. And it's beginning to up the tension in the system. The Christian Council of Ghana should not sit down and only be interested in people signing peace accord, when those held and gifted with the responsibility to ensure a free, fair, transparent elections are derelict on their duties. Peace accords on paper on itself cannot provide us with a transparent election. What is sad for us in the NPP youth wing is what has been lost in the narrative. There's this whole peace industry in Ghana. Peace industry. But nobody is talking about the fairness, the transparency. It's not enough for the Electoral Commissioner to go to church and say she's praying, God gives us a leader. When some of the posture and utterances of the EC seems to suggest that they have a favorite in the election. When the Electoral Commissioner can say that when the elections is becoming too close, I'll call for recount. My goodness. You are a referee, you are not a player. And sometimes the Electoral Commission behaves like a team protesting against an unqualified player. When you are supposed to be the referee in the game. It's when I'm contesting my brother here and I am aggrieved with the result, and I'll call for a recount. These things cannot pass without the Peace Council, the Christian Council, our Muslim Council and Mission to not commenting on it. Elections is not an event, it's a process. From the process 1 to the process 2 to the process 3 to the process 4, all of it must engender confidence.
This is Samuel Uku in 2016. No lead the youth of the NPP. Or see, register no, yan should register them because a bimudi nim and it's no call for a new register. Na ayadi Charlotte say our NDC side. Samuel Uku kasa one document improve the case. Samuel Uku ko edim catch say Peace Council for kwada munja nkwasiasa no mkeka no. Peace Council for so na tam paper beto say omon sign paper for Peace Pact. Christian Council, Muslim Council, Sanko foreign jai San Kwasiakano na omuma omoninko election ho, na omonka sentia John Mahama Bino any easy no. If you say omu dear omutimu no, omu say register no, obidden and saka, nipebidin ye year film. Samuel Uku say Charlotte say, or catch the Ghana for say election time no or no obejina NDC side. Samuel Uku in his press conference one document one document to prove his case as the youth organizer of a political party that wants to come to power. No, he could not provide one evidence, one document to say we have done this and this and this and that. This is the reason why we want Charlotte to say to re-look at the register. We want the register. We want to look at it again because we feel it has been tampered with. One for back, kwasi ampenyi waiting at TV so EDD Peace Council attempt, EDD Christian Council attempt, EDD Islamic Council attempt, EDD Ghana for penifoni attempt said the NPP is not ready to sign any document on paper. Normally they insist. Say I was say register no, yeah they shishom fufro. If you say Charlotte say you krom for Samuel Uku. This is the guy NPP say no olidi youth no. That time no man can say no be pe basa basa Ghana. Oman can say, oh, a cool way there. Oman can say, where would you? These things all happened in Ghana. Samuel Uku leading the young people of Ghana and also be MP. He incited the youth that they are all cannot. That was what he was doing. He was inciting the young people in Ghana. Said, this is the time you have to take over the nation. This is the time you have to make Charlotte say enemy of the state. This is the time. That was the message he was sending to the young people who were following him. Today, 8 people have been shot there. Samuel Uku can once ever seen there. No, because that is what they believe in. That is how he was built. He's one of the most hypocritical politicians in Ghana. And who will be a journalist to cover up his crime. Hey? Boys on the boat during elections. Samuel Uku organize free Galamsey site bar town. Samuel Uku the leading more mutuo boat Samuel Uku. Now fast forward to 2024. Yambuza Samuel Uku about the register na ECG. EC4 MPC ombe be registered him. The NDC say the evidence akoma EC. The evidence akoma EC ma EC and deny or reject this evidence no boa. Till date, we are yet to hear the EC say every single claim NDC claim no it is wrong. Everything there. is to me and deny say the NDC can omoboa. So it means the NDC came forward with facts, with documents, with evidence to prove say Abano is being skewed in the favor of the NPP. Samia Ukusa or a young politician, yan to Abanman parliament, already okwa onimnyansa, Yebusan said the Ekosunda or Jino was saying, listen to Samia Uku.
In cleaning the register, all of us must be vigilant. And when you spot and you detect it, we have to open up to the Electoral Commission and point out that these ones you have identified, these are ghost names or people who have passed on. Because they have the death list as well, that you constantly clean it. If the EC is not taking these suggestions on board, that is when then Mia will call for
this is a forensic audit because of the illegal transfer of voters from one constituency to another.
The Supreme Court in the landmark election petition case that still affirmed the win of John Dramani Mahama as president in 2012. Among the rulings, the court stated that the Electoral Commission must purge the register of any abnormalities. Right. And they didn't ask a foreign body to come in because they also have a constitutional mandate. Mind you, the EC, their status is in the Constitution and does not allow interference from any side. But we can offer useful suggestions to the EC. That is why we have IPAC. That's why all the political parties have a role to play around the table. So the moment you shut that responsibility around the table, then that means you're moving into the realms of unconstitutionality.
I see.
Yes. It's where
how does that move into the realm?
No, may say, if you point out the errors,
yes,
the EC must have the humility. Tio, they must have the humility. And so munya asutie, no mudi tio. Se nyamehuni amijidi se e womua e bema ye register no aye one bloated and answer one enye credible. Your point ma EC. EC as to go through no kase no credit. NPP did some in the past.
Yeah.
Is the EC saying that they won't take the NDC suggestions on board?
Oh, so much suggestions.
Yes.
But the NDC says that you can't audit yourself.
But in the past, they asked us that the EC should audit itself.
I see.
Yes. In the past, that was all we were told. EC for allow you and Damian confer you and some more audited, ahead of 2016. The protest on the street and all, it still had to take the Electoral Commission to audit itself. But at that time, the NDC told us that we should allow the EC to do its work.
Of course, I mean, Your Mama
so
said,
now,
I remember.
yeah, so now, no, what has changed that the EC is not being allowed to do its work? I mean, one thing I won't do is to defend the EC or defend the police. I'm telling you. Because
right now, you see what he's doing? Okay, can't quite say politics in Rio. Now he's going into your head. On the oye, or a criminal. On say, okay, can't something in damage in no. Quickly, I'll not defend the EC or I'll not defend the police. You know what he's doing? He's trying to buy your trust. That is what criminals do. Now, your busan says Samia Uku. Now, the cause is here, no one is now. At the end of the day, in baby crack out, Shamra say, EC nkwan was or day, EC nkwan also auditing home. It is a Kobe. Investigations and say EC Jumadi Omudino Sebio Jumadino with evidence Bibi Kochwa I was some jama EC na Ashushan in Semu and this will be a comma EC because I was say EC 8 years suggestions. No more no time I no more call say Charlotte say and change register no Charlotte say one person a year internal auditing. The question is when the NPP were calling for a changing register, they did not have any evidence to call for the changing register. They did not have any evidence. I'm going to quote Charlotte say, Abana ya kotono, nipa 230,000 no, ye yomo free ha, omudini ha, nipa 15,000. The NPP in 2015-16, they were using speculations to suppress the EC to do what they want. And when they went to meet Charlotte in 2016, no, because they did not have hardcore evidence to prove to Charlotte say, this is what we have, open the books, no, they just went there out of speculations or matiti, any pressure, any political pressure, no person on easy, no. But the NDC today are saying, yani easy the year Juma. This is the evidence we have. But from what we are seeing and what we experienced in 2020, no, I was say ubi ubuknim, and yani NDC na yaka se bi muchre. ye pese for independent dey forensic auditors no mo behwe book nim ene mo computers nim say mon share da anase obi breachi protocol emfa nyoma bi nkeka ho. So the NDC is saying say men be book nim nkire yenko a be book nim kire Ghana fo nyina na me yenhu u data system no say no kra every say evidence ekuta NDC no omudi be kire wo no mo anka say evidence no enye no kra. And we cannot solely say where we are mistaken, you are going back to correct it. So motive be say ube election now. What shows to say you have actually done the correction? Because NPP time no more cast Charlotte say register has been tainted. You know, they did not prove with any evidence to say this and this and this and that is what we have seen. They were saying so yeah GD saying conform free Togo abetwaba into register no yense no. But the NDC came with the evidence to say this is what we have found. You have not denied it. Now we cannot just give it to you for you to come and tell us or China say why you Juma. We want an independent forensic auditing firm to come and look into the document. So when you bonia into the elections with free, clear conscience. Now mumientie eye omane boama ono na in charge of elections or NDC. Munhwe inkutadia anase conversation I erupted between the NDC and EC. Young say NDC no, they have done their part to prove say was say forensic auditors Mumbai or the TEC books no any computers na said because every thing they had to do to exhaust everything for everybody to know say almost they have done it. And this is Omani Boama Mumientieno. They are a conversation with EC. Documents of the EC. EC's reaction. EC Eddie Mraso, Eddie days, so Eddie time or so. The reason why they are insisting that the register and the computers at the EC, we need to audit them. Mumientie Omani Boama.
We must say that prior to this exhibition exercise, the Electoral Commission was expected to have given the register to the political parties ahead of time for us to be able to study it. And indeed, the Electoral Commission appropriately wrote to us and indicated that we were to submit hard drives to collect the registers. Unfortunately, this letter was written as far back as July. August came, the hard drives were unavailable to us. Then they reassured us that on the 14th of August, we were going to receive the register. That also passed. Then they communicated that it was going to be received on the 16th. 16th came and passed, and we still did not receive it. Unfortunately, the exhibition was commencing on 20th of August. That meant that we barely had 4 days to the exhibition exercise. That weekend passed. 19th, the day to the exhibition, it was afternoon that the Electoral Commission released the register to us as NDC. That indeed put a lot of strain on us, but we are committed to building our democracy because we've opted for that path as a nation, and it is an appropriate path. It's a peaceful path. It helps to deepen development in nations. So we worked round the clock, 24/7, distributed the registers constituency by constituency basis to all the 276 constituencies and asked them to begin to scrutinize. Whilst they were doing it, we also at the national level ran some comparative analysis by comparing the end 2023 register that was used for the district level election with the 2024 provisional voters register that had been given. So the software analysis, and we shared the exact software that we used with the Electoral Commission when we met them last week, Friday. So far, the revelation are startling. They include 243,540 previous transfers that have been added to the 2024 transfers. 15,000 plus unidentifiable transfer parts. And the question is, where are they coming from? Where were they registered? 3,957 voters in 2023 register who are completely missing from the 2024 register. 2,094 transfers not found in the absent list. And the last but not least is the corrupt files, where you open the file, you don't find the photo, you don't find the name, you don't find the age. So we presented all these in addition to other discussions. But you'll recall that prior to the meeting, based on past experience with the Electoral Commission, which has basically eroded trust between us, we wanted the media to cover it live so Ghanaians and the media will know exactly what had transpired. Unfortunately, the Electoral Commission blocked the media and blocked our request and refused to allow us to bring in the media to cover the program. Let me start our germane concern, because I know your 5 minutes is your 5 minutes. Look, consider a person whose name will not appear on the register. When we raised it at the meeting, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission said, once the person is holding a voter's ID card, they can write the person's name on the register. We vehemently opposed that and said, and I remember saying, that will be the Richard Ahiagba criminal phenomenon. You can imagine the people who may be able to show up there with fictitious ID cards, and then some presiding officers who may be compromised will just write their names and allow them to vote. So that is not something that we should be considering. The other variant is the EC has admitted to some errors. We don't call them mistakes, to some errors. When they correct those errors, how do they expect the people whose errors they've corrected to know that they have indeed effected the corrections? So that led to one of the recommendations that we made, which the EC so far has not spoken to, beyond the fact that they will not permit a forensic audit. And our remedy was that at least there should be a re-exhibition of their corrected or their updated register, so that people who had complaints, people who paid monies to verify their ID situation and witnessed problems and reported, can be assured that indeed the corrections have been made. Otherwise, we may end up even introducing up, because of, if the person feels that, well, I complain, but am I sure that it's been corrected? Need I go to the polling station on December 7 to reassure that Ghanaian, that ordinary Ghanaian, that yes, it has been corrected? Just re-exhibit the register again.
Right.
Unfortunately, the EC, after blocking the request for the forensic audit of the register and the EC's IT system, also has been mute about the re-exhibition.
Right.
Then it leads me to the issue of what we asked for and what they also asked for. In there, the EC asked that we submit our findings to them. And we also said that since we had made it clear to them that, okay, because our work is ongoing, can we also, in exchange, we didn't oppose submitting our findings to them. We are ready and willing. Can we also have what you claim to have updated, so that in our comparative analysis, we do not excavate and identify problems that you've already resolved?
It's as simple as that. Asama eye Omaneboama, Dr. Omaneboama Kenyina is simple. NDC for the hard drive comma EC. So be a voter exhibition. Ube to me the register na maye na yenso ya ye sebio yenhwehwe mu ewo exhibition abayenimu, because yen nyina na ye adwuma bom. When it comes to exhibition near their constituencies near their, I will say to me print near the names no mo bia na so ya check. omo the hard drive no come EC July. Sa exhibition no na ebeba so eden August 20th. Now, August 20th. July, EC, amfa list na momo. On the 14th of August, EC, amfa hard drive na momo. Amfa list na momo. On the 16th of August, EC, amfa den, amfa list na momo. Wamfa names na momo. James has some ni AKU. Now, ebaya bedu the 20th of August. EC, exhibition on the 20th. On the 19th, aka edabako ma omu akoye sa exhibition no. Voter exhibition exercise no. Ewia abwa pemu eye 12 o'clock after na. Ye ba bewie no. Ena EC se ende mombra mbeji eye den hard drive no. Na eye den edina mo pe no register no ene woso no. NDC anka bibia. Ena NDC for koye den ekogiye. NDC for koje hard drive no almost start to say omunka so ehwehwem ahwe say okay sa list here EC di ma say my exhibition no any register etwem 2023 ni ade no ye de betoto ho ne hu say sisi bibia efenchem omudi bibia sisi ni no mu say da bi nyoma bi nkoyie nipa bi be 240,000 bi akoshe baby nipa be 15,000 bi ayira nipa be 2,000 bi ay chese omu ni say register no nyoma enkoyie inti omu yedien omu ho adwuma adwuma ekeka ni nyina sieni e make sure say omu fact kuta omu and omu ni EC committee no mka say oh because yempe say sebi oyebe pia bontin no obi abeka say we can we no anka yembie pono na den media no betena meeting nim no omu hu say yadwuma dia yekodi ya yakọ hu say eye register no nyoma bebre wo mu a sebi o edin bia yeda beka mu no eni say behwem ya say nipa bi so din afrim inti obi ehu say ya asama ye ka no enye bosremu ka anase ye nya ya adwene say ye tanje mensenti ye be ma na dwuma ye din inti na NDC say ye mpese obi beka say ye tata je mensa ana je mensa so muade a o ye dwuma mekufo adinti ye pese anka asantefo media awonafo media aigbefo media de krobofo media enkranfo media ene omom tete Ghana Rich Kontomri for no anko mu nyina mra no mo fa camera mbesi so na ye nyina ye ntoto ya no na obi ehu se adwunmupo ana adwunmubone ana se bad intent bi anka ho James and Bossman Asarika say omom pene first thing now in komodie ni man omka say okay sesi ana mom pene no eye exhibition na mo ye no ene ensama ya beka kirem no ya beka kirem say eye nyoma bi wo register mu a eni say wom ena nyoma bi wo mu so a ede beka ho a na sebio nipa bi no ye be disenfranchise o man say abano mu ntumi ntubi isi ka kirem mo meeting na say obi ko say okoto aba na say ne din ni ma isi official na oto no onyi pen no ntro ne din wo register no onto aba je mensa asma o ka kire NDC for meeting na no no ena NDC for say no problem now NDC for ka kire je mensa say sesia no mo see eye information e dey abremu ni nyina e kire se eye mo register no problems wom na e wo say eye den errors e wom na wo say mo correct no mo see mo na sesia no mo wo hutumi e wo say mo ye NDC for say mo mayemfa eye den auditors mbra no be forensic audit o mo be hwehwe nkratem no be hwehwe mo computers mu na ye nhwe se bibia ye krogen a mo see ade no mo ana mo be ye na NDC for say okay sesi ya exhibition bi awie ema ye raise concerns say exhibition ankasa register na mo ye no krapo no nyoma na ekoso no anko ye edin bi wo ye de abehye ni say hyem edin bi ye frim ni say yi frim enti se mo see register exhibition na mo ye no ma concerns e raise ye no ma correct ya mo nsanfa e register na mbra bontina mo be ye re-exhibition eno kwa na hia NDC for no mompe 1 day or 2 days bi na monye re-exhibition se mo se ma correct eye exhibition na mo ye mistakes na sie na and de mompe be 2 days ni 3 days bi na mon safa register na mbra bontene na bia obi na ne din ni ma yesi ne din wo mu no ohun se amparampa and this MP for AEC for no aye correction no na omu din wo mu obi so asebio eni se ne din be ma ne din abem no ye hu se oh we de oya akwara na ye din be hye mu mistake ye frim eno nso so a NDC se mo famra na ye nsanhwe eye re-exhibition registered mu a Jane Mensa ni EC se omunye. So how can you prove to me say sa eye den errors na wo so are correct no? What is the assurance to say ye koto aba errors no will still not be there? Because I also correct errors now. Why is it so difficult for you to bring out the register again for people to double check? Say, ejumana oye no, ebia weni emfa bibi so because oye exhibition iwe no. Senka NDC ankoyo omu investigations, ankoyo omu auditing, anka ye hu po say 250,000 people say 15,000 people no. Sa problem we were registered him. What yatum send a problem or registered him? So what solve register the problem na? Adena unya re-exhibition. Ma Ghana for se bi o ma dwene se omudin wo mu no a e bi omudin efrim no omo nko hu se omudin nim anase omudin wo mu je mensa ne EC for no se omonye NDC for se yanko fa eye de independent forensic auditors mra na omo behwehwe nkrata di mu hu se abana ye koto no obi wo ha yenyi ne din firimu anase obi wo ha yemfa ne din behye ma ba ni se ne din wo mu a je mensa ne EC se omonye omo se eye abana ye koto no omo pese bo computers no sebio ye tie na se amanfo bia be wi am computers EC CCTV bo ho ebe sin de ye release eye de tape bia hu se asemesi na wi ya na se nya asemesi na wi ye ye tie na mbre bi ye chi abrante bi se okuta EC for BVD machine ede nam krom inti NDC for say it is better say mo computers na nkasa no ebo se ye kohwem ne ye hwe nipa owura mu ebia na ye ma no ho kwan se onkom nko ye dwuma bi ana onko di dwuma bi EC say eno so omompene. That is why the NDC is saying, say, Ochina, I was a Ghana Nibia to me, the nearest EC office to demonstrate. Because it is looking clear, say, Jemensa is ready to rig the elections. None of the Yawa say, 2016, Bossman Asari no Nyejuma or EC. That time, no, Bossman Asari said, no, you're independent, or you're lecturer, or Legon, or no, on your politics. 2016, time I register Hun Sensemba, Muntie Bossman Asari, as more Kaye.
For them to be registered. So when you look at things from the other perspective, I think it has been very difficult here for her. But thinking that she really wants to leave a mark as far as our electoral system is concerned, my thinking is that she is going to put the necessary structures in place and get civil society, the media, political parties, and all those who matter in the process to fashion out a strategy that will be able to ensure that Ghanaians will go to the polls and they will elect a leader who will be able to address the problems. My thinking is that Ghana, we are running a two-party competitive adversarial system. So when you are the commissioner, and especially coming from the backdrop that you were appointed by the sitting government, then opposition parties are going to look at you from a particular angle. And what is also not boding well for the woman is that it appears any position of the commission is supported by the NDC and the MPP is completely against. And when you are running a state institution and one party appears to be inconsistent with you and the other is completely inconsistent, then there's a problem. But my thinking is that as a EC, your job is to ensure that you play your role as a referee effectively, efficiently. So it doesn't matter what party A, party B will say. The main thing is put the right structures in place. Let's make sure that people who are independent will look at what you have done and they will realize that no, although we didn't support you or we supported you, you made sure that the necessary things were put in place. And once the woman can supervise the commission to do that, I think Ghanaians wouldn't have any problem with her.
Doc, just before you go, is the credibility of EC still intact? Looking at cases that they've had at the Supreme Court and of course issues surrounding how they are cleaning the voter register.
Please come again.
I'm asking whether the credibility of the EC is still intact, looking at issues surrounding how they have handled the clearing of the register and all that.
No, I think in terms of credibility, I think it's badly damaged. The EC is not clearly being seen as an institution that is so credible and is ready for prime time. But one thing we've got to understand is that when it comes to elections, the courts also play an important role, especially the Supreme Court. So once we are hearing the courts coming up with some advice, interpretations that the Commission should do A, B, C, and D, this is something which is good for our country. So I think the reputation of the EC is tainted, but the remaining days ahead, I'm very sure they are going to abide by what the court has said, which they have started the process, and they are going to do whatever must be done, because Ghanaians are looking forward to a EC that is going to be very impartial, put the right structures in place, employ the professionals who will be doing the returning work and everything. And I think once the EC is committed to doing that, they are likely going to regain that particular reputation.
All right. We're grateful for your time.
Doctor. We and a current EC deputy, Bossman Asari. Also, Kasano, Yabusan say, na EC, Charlotte say EC no. Sesiano, Sibia Nyoma Kono, who is also, also more engaging stakeholders, also more engaging the media, the CSOs. Now, Omoya very neutral. Also, Mutumi Emma Muhuquine. Where Bossman Asari, now also a try deal with Legon on your politics. Me Chilams go for Mujimu Mwache. And already the TC wo on CSM for media emra meeting was company. And the yan check register with evidence also on ye. And the or catch them so obinko police station on coach din on twaba. And I'll see I was say my media no Charlotte say also my media ne ba meeting mu. CSO better meeting mu. Na omo beka ho na omo boa na EC de djuma. Okay so see. EC de we djuma nyina ne say obeye de neutral. Ubetie obia asem sebio eni se to say nipa afamba akonkwa na wutie omo nti also wadwuma no efficient e wo say unya sa position say we EC boss e say o make sure say party bia wutie obia asem e me da table so e me discuss e ma Ghana for ati obia ho ase also kasa no o see the independent people omo Ghana no omo pese EC ye adwuma ma omo nyinani so who are the independent people wo ne me yena yenni political appointment yena sebio yenni abemu yena sebio yen lead political parties yaka say independent people wo a wo hwe me no na Bossman Asari say e wo say EC no ene yene Ghana for no edi djuma bom djuma de ne de say omo bebie de omo djuma nim ma yeso yehu de ekoso we Bossman Asari na 2016 na oni EC and your busan sa Bossman. Now the ACCC MPP for tata EC for evidence ba kumpomba ya say EC no enye den MBA registered me enhwe no o hwe the saying ama EC for credibility in Charlotte say mo credit also credibility they are saying even though MPP nkuta evidence ntumi nya adwuma te say the NDC aye nda tumi the evidence aba no EC credibility they are say aye poto into say EC for no tina se no ye adwuma ye kwase ampanyi e friend Bossman Asari Jimmy okasai se nsuo gu na ne minim Jimmy ana no nte Bossman Asari and owo EC or na deputy Jane Mensa or say on penimpo ma media nwura yes o me enhwe registered or say yankwasiafo yes see on fa exhibition na or say wa correct no voter register na or so be exhibition na wa correction no on fa mbra na yensa nhwem no or say on peni kwasi ampanyi wo te Ghana so ope free and fair elections kwasi we yembo ntimutuo. When the NDC were in power, all these people said they were analysts, they were contributors, they were independent lecturers, they did not do politics. Oh, the end of Bossman Asari oye. Won kwasiadia Bossman Asari to oye. And intina, your catcher will say, it is very important. Very important to say, Ochina, you need to be part of this election. Hey, the EC, you know. So Oma mayan corrected the omo yena into Kobesi Ghana. Me busa for Ghana. Me ma me Ghana. Me won for Ghana. Me say Jemen say ya man pressure. E man for register MP e ma yan hwem anya correction a ye nyina ye bewu Ghana. And it's going to be the mistake of this woman. A deliberate mistake ye nyina betuma avoid no. It is important to say Ghana ni bi ohwem anadwi. Ochina, you need to be part of this demonstration. Yeah? Wo ma wo papa ne frada dem o maame a oyare da dem unua be ma sebio ohye school wo ba wa wo no nga oda wo na so meka bibia se Jemensa anya correction we se easy for enyi the voter register number me anye audit na entokwa e besi Ghana yentumi so anu biem. This election will never be peaceful and when mama amubewu mon ma tan no mon kokora no mo amote santase na musu modi 86 years na na mo papa mo de MPP twa mo furuma no mo na mo bewu efisagi ten a obi abedwane agyaw na asema meka no ha no me say put this on record Say yentunya for so ECJ mensa emanan correct this register. Meka onyankopon obosoro eni mechia me hunda entokwa besi wo Ghana. We will never enjoy the democracy again in this republic. Nyoma minimu no about MPP no 90% of Ghana for munim. And I'm going to state this again. Say Jane Mensah ni Bosman Asare mo allow ama ya nya forensic audit ama ya check register ni biem ansa na ekoto aba me ka bibia ohini bia nya ohini e wo Ghana after 7th of December. Ebeye mo wanwa. This demonstration is the beginning of our freedom. Hey, you need to be part of it. When you're in this idea, where you Ghana, you are demonstrating to save your life. Maybe you do know. This demonstration is going to save your life. Every region, EC district office, or less, I will say at least people 2,000. It me call. They need to do what we want because the register now, good register, it's not supposed to be in there. Ekufodunim, Bawobianim, also and the Bawomia is not saying anything about EC because we nim the EC aye. Bawomianim nipa yako riomo. Na EC nya boni aye na pusiga. Omangasa officer omo pamono. Because they admitted say obi to miss send nipa din eko another region, eko another constituency, eko another police station. That alone should tell you say they have done a lot of that in Ghana. And it's not Bawomia yema nke yenye sa demonstration way EC MBA register. Hey. You be registered, we will have one of the most peaceful elections in this country. Na mo asofo no, mo mpenifo amwo Ghana, amaka manu atum, Jane Mensah de oye. I swear to God, say yam foresee isi moma nye sa forensic audit way. Na yan check your computers. Na man fa sa exhibition register number emeyan hwa. Blood dey be flow of Ghana and you people will be shocked. Mo beka so nyame bia bomudia. But you people will murder each other. Jane Mensah, a dangerous woman. Jane Mensah and the bossman, they are bent on destroying Ghana. It is not about war. The only chance when political parties in Ghana, how many political parties audited a EC register a NDC? How many political parties are contesting in these elections? The NDC is trying to save our democracy. Into a China demonstration, it is not about NDC. It's about stopping the killings. It is about stopping and depleting your reserves or the Bank of Ghana. It is stopping the corruption. It is stopping every single shit these people have done. Put your party aside. Make sure the elections are free and fair. So your MPP ni na ban to the function about what's the problem? Uni problem. But this is the situation whereby you people in the MPP munim, J.A. Kufonim, Asante hinim, Ekrase hine Mr. Boachi onim. And when I find him, Yana nim, I am for more Ghana nyina munim. Say what the EC is doing is wrong. I suffer more Ghana, more I suffer penifo, more Roman mu, more Anglican mu, more Presby mu, more Assemblies of God, Pentecostal churches. Munyina munim said the NDC has a case. Eye I am for more ha. The National House of Chiefs, you people know that the EC is doing something wrong. Munyina munim, the National House of Chiefs, you are quiet. I swear to God, any assassin say Ghana, if we don't force the EC to do this audit, you will never have that Ghana again. And I'm talking to Mumpenifono. They can run. They can leave everything behind and run to Togo, run to Ivory Coast. They can go there and turn into slaves. At least they will live. Now, when I want to Santasna with the 86 now, you say, oh, yeah, me. When I would in ewa santimemu na again say, oh yeah man it's ya NDC for. When I would in ewa komemu, when I would in ewa infantimemu, when I we Ghana ni so for na again say, oh yeah, amana you be ya no. I swear we will all not be humans again. And I am saying this, mark my words. My dream say, Nanado Danko Kufado, our soldier, our police, Obekunipa me say, nobody will survive this. Nobody in Ghana will survive this. And you people might think this is a joke. Yakasa waha. We have said so many things. Today, ninyina abim, bakumponi wa efeli. And I am telling you for a fact, hey, COVID-19 time, this is what happened. COVID-19 time. Jane Mensah spending 390 million Ghana. Then also the year. This is 2019, Jane Mensah. Breakdown of EC's 390 million Ghana budget for voter registration exercise approved. Time of COVID-19 see a 390 million. Tete Ghana is over 400 billion. Or say or the year voter registration. Ninyina kan ho omu diskano. She does not want to open her books. She does not want Ghanaians to know the crime she has committed. So what they are doing, it is not about a Ghana fool. They know the crimes they have committed, and Jane Mensah led this crime. But Ochina, we should show force. Ochina, we need to show force. We need to show force as a people. We need to show force to take our democracy back. Hey? If we miss tomorrow's demonstration, so a young man, or a young woman, or a Ghanaian, now we see Ochina demonstration, that is the beginning of your end. Me, I am safe. I can tell you on authority. But when it comes to men making mistakes to take the life of other men, you are not safe in Ghana. And if you're going to sit there and make it look like where they end this for some, and let me tell you for a fact, 2024 elections, say Jane Mensah MBA a registered more, there will be blood. The country will go down and it will never rise up. The things we know. The things we know. The things we know. What I can tell you is that be part of this enough is enough. The EC belongs to I. You and I. It belongs to you and I. And your dear. And your Jane Mensah dear. And your boss man dear. Let us use force. A democratic force. A democratic force is when all of you come together collectively with good intentions to demonstrate peacefully to protect your democracy. That is a democratic force. We need to show up in our numbers. We are constituency's executive. We are constituency chairman. We are constituency bearer. This is your job. Go out there and get the people on the street. Who and our constituency? We are spokesperson. We are PR. We are chairman. We are women's organizer. We are men's organizer. This is the time to get the people on the street. Every region has a district office. It is important. Soldier for police phobia new to the citizens of Ghana. Tomorrow, that is what we need to do. Enough is enough. The right thing needs to be done for once. We need to show this Ekufuado Bawumia government say we the people, we have more power than them. They are timid. They are taking what belongs to us from us, and that is what they want to do. This demonstration is for you to save yourself. Maka, Mesaka, Mebusan for Ghana. If this forensic audit say anya, Ghana will never rise again. It will go down the drain. And this is my advice to him for Akesera more Ghana. No? A man for Ben Nantimu Funuso. Slaves will walk on your corpse. This goes to Ahim for more Ghana, the National House of Chiefs. Maya Dean. This goes to the chiefs. It goes to the bishops. It goes to the clergy. It goes to the impenifono. The young people will walk on your corpse. I am telling you, Mombaba danenkwa. Mombaba amanfobe repeal say moa. A vulture. Pete ebewi monam. Fight for your democracy. Fight for your democracy. Ochina, be part of this. It is important. Enough is enough. Ochina, nationwide, do not be left out. This is not about NDC. This is about saving the democracy of this nation. After this short break, I'll take calls and end today's show. You're still watching With All Due Respect extended version.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from. It's something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
You are still live on Loud Silence TV. Hello, caller.
Hello, good morning, Mr.
Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller. Good evening. Casamitio.
I want to speak with Menkofomo Antma. If you want, 4 years ago, I'm about Newcastle. I'm using my grand number. I was a deputy communication director. That was constituency, baby.
I'm a party, baby.
My back. I'm a MPP party. Mimi and Mamo, listen to me. It's here. In my room, I come on. We mean, I am Madame. Oh, some my friends, they call me every day. Austin, Charlie. 50 cities, 100 cities, 200 cities, 70 cities, and Panto Vini. They cost no. Yen share problem, yen share, and yet, plenty as moon. My better with you. Maybe bra. What a Ghana. Shababum. I said, next 4 years, 5 years, the boy 35, 34, on worry, on your shoe, with the party for it. Monshana, Mon Sabrabon, Mon San the echo. One said the echo, Abani, there be a CC, young me, Kazacham, for more what moment, like you are young, you have great things in front of you. Don't sabotage it with the party. Now, the echo are buying for the past 4 years. We voted and we campaigned for them. I better with you. What to Ghana? This will be before you are home. And I was why, Michelle.
But I say, Michelle, so MPP Nipa or executive no offer. A small can say, what you are santimemu? Or no, or executive or party and or abroach or say, do not follow this party. Dangerous. What that's na honey di matem. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Meet you.
Good evening. Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have a call.
Ito no mo yan de yehuni na ni kwanso to mbefas. Oma ya na mama kan bia o mo se o kan bia o mo se kefe o mo kwan na o de o mo kan ye na o be kin de ye. O ye san so a Yakupon because when you're there, Yakupon, you know, quite don't before so.
But I say, I'm doing crown before. So, hello, caller. Go ahead. Good evening.
Fine evening, to say.
Viviabo call.
Dija down call Michiano.
Casabitio.
They make Canessa, Minion small can you be 100%.
Okay, so free.
You knew the cake because I'm free every time. Because every time they are doing. With the cake or cocker, you saw from us as antifoid, the much in a Swiss or 10 cry. You have a time I'm yaki today, we at the secretary and Candia and the 2 years. As I'm not meaning a claim, 100%. It will happen. May bonny date at all.
But I say, it was antifoid. It's a be only that from no almost free a canoe crano. Hello, caller.
Hello, yeah, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Casabitio.
Hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Jawla from Tamale.
Jawla, go ahead.
Those like Christian council and the opinion leader you are talking about. Look, a bullet doesn't have a relationship. When this comes to become polarized, look,
We know all their family. We know all they live. So they should do the right thing because we are protecting our democracy. Some of us, we are voting to protect our democracy. We know our democracy is gone. Heaven is gone. Look, if you see people who tell the truth today, they attempt to blind people because of the little money they are getting. Look at the money they have been spending. The money they have been spending all the time. Every day you see them like this person so stolen money. This money have been doing. Look at today. The owner of Black King. How many teachers' salary they will use that money to pay teachers or nurses? That's why I wanted to vote these people out. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you too. I like it when you make it precise. Short. Hello, caller.
Hey Kevin, Patrick is saying.
Bibi Aboko, Patrick Kasa.
Yeah, Abuasine, me ne wa juma mu na mi tie kwabra sante ene obi. Afi na mate won tokwa na wo kona si papa. Am say omo de Kevin de wo ye no bebre nte wase ene de me say I give you award. Hwe kwabra sante ne obi. Omo na destroy Ghana. De ma me kan nyina ne say me se da tie ne the idea we are in Numre, it was Samia Uku no. The same style and Obi and Samia Uku. This is what they are doing. And to me, try them say, Lentina. Oh, Entina wants somebody young can Ghana. No, I mean, who end this if one of what Nasa Obi ne Cobras and Tisho so Nwabra. I do mu yena so much to send padrone. As no more can as some aye cano. No, Quabra Sante dia kose. NDC was no. Now Quabra Sante we Bruni. And I wouldn't say NDC Bressono. A galamse no. We surrounded way. On my said that on my trick Ghana for none of them. Entina Konaya Diama won't because one Tiasiano and one Tiasiano. I said will be kind when I want to the way no. Bebre into was in neck and I medu boamount. A Quabra Sante Obi. Mrs. Omutie when you mrea me, I see me boomidi me, because Omu say politics because the same a month for tea, sir, I don't know feminine. And you know what Quadras Antina bet now I say, why is one who Obi play game? And now who Obi so cause I can't manage what you say. I just book ye by within womb, and because I can watch you politics no more. Na ono na ye se ono no gina med na Kwabra Sante no so ebogum enti wo no aye target keke o e Ghana o because omo nte wase ti na de me say afi na me ma te wase ye pa se kona wo ko ne sema wo ka no sa hemfo ni tie ni ye a se ba sa me omo monwura Sante hini fi omo monwura hemfo pon fi omo so omo wudie ni nyina na ye nyina ye de
But I say,
but
I say, thank you very much. Hello, caller. Come with you.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, one question. When we say who video been there, say St. George enjoy a press conference be about segment. Person the same thing. No matter at all. The friend say Commander Sugar Patch. So, President, I'm to be impeached president.
I'm to be an MP before or more numbers. So, some more NDC for no. NDC for they are ready to impeach a good father, but MP for no some more. So that's where the problem is.
So,
impeaching the president, you need like
this guy.
I think about 70% of Parliament to do that. I want to get this right before I say it, but NDC for 1.5 they cannot impeach the president. No.
Yeah, because someone who for the as a matter as a unima dia taking advantage. 52 billion now a year Bank of Ghana now. Ubianya ho no. And for that taking advantage of Ghana for. And now sikawe or sikawe when you say you can't trust politicians. But these people, they are it's too much. How much you say, 2-3 months, no, almost really be NDC for MPs. One try president now, some way pitching.
But I say, all right. Hello, caller. Hello.
Yeah, Kevin, where do you be? Revolution has come to stay. Where there? Sadia we okunwe ya queen ya catch MPP for the say do or die. We are ready for them. Ghana nyomo dia easy ye nya no kran ke betwa ni tiefru ho because you mu say no oman no person mo say oman before mbedi kan say oman they say because Ghana for youth no bia sorry ngina ni nanso because ba umia on kan okure akufo adu on kan okure because you are ready. Moja afiwe di 2024 election moja na bedu ebenu of form.
May I say, all right, hello caller. Hello. All right, hello caller. I don't know. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Kasa Mitio.
Good evening, Lawrence in Kasa Free, New Jersey.
Lawrence Kasa.
Yeah, Kevin. Adeɛ baako ɛyɛ me ya paa ne sɛ Ghana ɔmo sra deɛ paa ne yɛ yɛka sɛ yɛ MPP for ɔmo na ɔmo kyerɛ ɔmo paa ɔmo so na ɔmo defend saa party wi but ne me ka kyerɛ Ghana for ne sɛ Kufuor do ɛne ne ba omi abegyina sɛ ɛyɛ COVID na ma ɔmo amu Ghana ɔmo boa because candidate Japan bɛka kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo ba no 800 million sɛ on resign $800 million o. That's how we meet the Ghana. COVID by Scott Cocoa Manu Ria, no, it meets the Ghana. And senior COVID Diana, I'm on Ghana, my own basso mobile Corono Fufu Pa. Pesca Aira Kevin. It is a sample for general say COVID and I'm Ukraine one, I'm on Maya. Amuboa, Kevin, one thing so SFN said MPP. Yes, send check inflation because I'm not inflation near 52%, 54%. No, that means bag year 76 cities, and now almost about 21, but Smith bag year 120 cities. So how?
You better check it. I'll say how. You better check it. So, hello caller.
Kevin, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. And I would John Mahama come. Sad no way I see what. Kufuor ni boy ebresi eya mahama time anke ya pam no afia kunja so dada enso enipa ye nipa so sa no we so sika mkofu ye bua ajapadi a o ma ja boso enso obi ankasa obi ayedi enso feze ye bia twan feze mahama beba obeba na obehu se na omu nyina mo ka ye omu amunkasa no ma so ayedidi ye nyina ye hwe omu kuruma ne sa no ye mpene mani sibi mahama bana se obi sore yedidi a ye be demonstrating.
That's it. Thank you very much. Hello caller. Hello, we ordinary Ghanaians or chair demonstration will be any part of this demonstration. Hello, caller. Hello. I got 3 minutes now.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Kevin, good. I am fast at memoir. Your friend Kelly, yeah, but Kelly, because I have an no. Now, I stand back one person can say, maybe in quite demonstration that. But nyame aduma we chama men o kase ya maboaboa men paboa ene me tra ne matade black wa hasisia ene me ko se me kwa akoyi miti ni nipa na we yi miti no e ka kire me se demonstration ono nso wonko bi da ana wono se owo MPP na NDC oni bi but ohede ekọ na nyame aduma no pa nti obi o wa hafa no no fu bia wo tie wa fide kase me fa so aka announcement ni aye already the atoto your platform ni na so nyame ya aduma wetina ye be free ha be 5 nti ye be kwa kuduru anopa cars yenu ewe your office ho eye tepa your office of fire service na chi ho no ma obi amra obi obekobi we nya MPP na NDC because me your friend say about one year your transfer ni ya de na me ye MPP NDC agent wo ho bi na meka ho bi ana minim transfer dodo a at the end of transfer na ye no mo de my figures o mo de my any ye wie nyina na me fa kwanya we so boye mpeni ko na mane emra wo mo de transfer we ni my na anaduna na ye kwotena ase ana ye hwe ye hu se transfers no o ma ye fa gum ma ye half asa gum nti nyame aduma wutina ahaparo no tepa ankasa yenyi na yensore na yebotwi na yenkopie yekwase na yentimi demonstration kante yi se ne se enyo no ana wo so watere ye Ghana fo de wase ye na mmom no wase ye hu ne se ye fa hudie ehu hia e pa me fa kwanya we so no matter.
All right, thank you. Hello caller. Aka 1 minute. Hello. Yes sir, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, go ahead.
Good evening. Can me pow chow. Wait there, pow chow. Me pow chow. But bank ni dina yen save mami no. Because minim say amount for be play or musika wa bank. Where there ye pow. Oh, because enya sa amount for be play be sa wu. Said the number one the SCN. Into where there ye pow chow. Ya power chow bo bank ni di maye na yeso so ya dey then take steps.
Mate,
that's all.
Many meeting be meeting ochina nyumbre I will decide. Ochina nyumbre show we will decide to put a name out. Why? Let me talk to my team first. But that's it. All right. I guess wakasa personally mehwe ochina ibe body na mo bi hu bank na omaton. Hello caller.
Hello.
Good evening boss, go ahead.
Hello caller. Good evening.
Yeah.
Hello, what is saying?
Bibi aboko.
But anti near Electoral Commissioner. Oh, you know. And to a party anti Ghana for majority no. A party on Mope only one partner near Ghana a pen. And I was say your friends say. You go to your friends say MPP so NDC. Near winner in one family. Not to say your friends saying, ooh, Accra. Na ye downtown, ye huchi and ye votu. Say, ye pesa government, you know. How do you think now? Adia ye pen who say would want the own because of your self interest. Enti near ye catch a Electoral Commission and say, one pen and one pen to your baby in the piano, one declare correct, and yes, Ghana better than Abutu.
But I say, all right. Hello. I'm in fact we about 8-1. I was saying upon 8 exactly. Hello, caller.
Hello. Oh yeah, Kevin.
Yes, I can say you.
Idea back where me answer Kevin. Share. Unim say we are say baby no credit no asumdie ni ho. Wo sama wo kan na make me baby no credit no asumdie ni ho. Share Ghana mpanyimfo a ewo Ghana bebre omunim say ade a Electoral Commission eye no enye enso omu gina so dem a omo say election ye betui obi asumdie so nipa yi wo ye fa asumdie famba o se musini pina mo ka che Electoral Commission say Electoral Commissioner se si NDC for sa de no mohu mo solve problem no ma asumdie mra eno omo nka eno omo gina ho a asumdie na former president kan say ebinim ye nya atwema asam no kwere wo ho so omo kan omo nka ntini ya wo kan say election ya yakoi enya asumdie no enya asumdie ampa efigana say Ghana mpanyimfo omo nyina ya nya atwemfo asofo mpanyimfo even omi ankasa ma sorry Roman fo mpanyimfo clergy ni ade nyina no kwere wo so omo nka ntisi ya James and so also who say, oh, says ya we end is for one eka, Ghana mpanyimfo no omo nka hwe nti yebeko so aye.
But that's it. Thank you very much. All right, so that's it. Ochina demonstration baso nationwide, the whole Ghana. We are Ghana in Kwadia. This is very important. Me say, ya force is we ever man yes auditing we are. Yenya peace or election we mu. It's a fact. I will say Obia me joining this match. We enya about NDC. It's beyond NDC. How many political parties NEP president did you Ghana? NDC nkwane to my forensic audit. Edia koma isi akasampa yedi bone. Omumbiebu kuma omuso omumbiem. You need to join this train. You need to be part of this demonstration. You'll be streaming the demonstration nationwide. You'll be picking for different regions. Or China, you'll be making sure you'll be try. So 16 regions, you will pick live for TV. Loud Silence TV, Facebook, you'll be live. Loud Silence TV, YouTube, you'll be live. You'll be try say you cover every single part of the demonstration. Accra, And so we will cover for Ghanaians to know what is actually happening. Be part of this demonstration. It's going to be peaceful. We need to take over this country peacefully. We need to take it by force because Jane Mensah, Bossman, Ekufuado, Bawumiamo, they want to kill more. They want to steal the elections. They want to rig the elections. Yedos Chamo, Yana Yedi to me, Sebio Ekutaye. Yana also decided when they be lead. The EC, they need to listen to the people. The power of the people is the power of God. Remember, tomorrow, enough is enough demonstration. Be part and save Ghana's democracy. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers and good night.
Ghana must work more efficiently.